And hello, everyone. Welcome to Lost Caravan RPG, where we do one-shots, we do mini campaigns, we do long-running campaigns. If it's TTRPGs, we pretty much do it all. I am not Andrew, but I am instead James back here with an amazing crew playing some Mechfinder. Mechfinder Universe of Mech and Magic is a game that is co-written by Andrew Hooper, who's typically the GM here, but we have partnered with Lost Caravan for a while now when it comes to this project, and so we're always very excited to show it off. We had a very awesome heist-based episode for today. So how about we go right into it? As I realize, for some reason, Sam's camera went weird. I'll fix that in a
What?
minute.
There's two of me.
Double
There's
now.
two of you now. I know, right?
Cool.
Yes.
This is getting out of hand.
I'll fix that. But welcome everybody. Why don't we quickly go around the table? Tell us who you are, who you're playing tonight, and I'm gonna fix some cameras. So we're gonna start with Jason. You go first.
That fix it.
Jason.
I think Jason's muted.
Microphone.
God damn it. I do it every time. I had it muted to
Every
listen to the trailer. Son of a bitch. I'm Jason, also known as Graphical Ronin. I'll be playing Rain Sloan tonight, who is a bit of a gunslinger. Both of our pronouns are he, him. I'll keep it short because I burned up half of mine with my mic off.
No.
All right, there we go. Problem
Am I picking
solved.
next victim?
You did great. Next up, Daniela.
Oh, me. Hi, everyone. I'm Daniela everywhere on the internet. Tonight I am playing Theta, a little witch pilot.
Love it. Next up, Switch.
Yeah, I am Switch, aka Switch of Seats. I am playing Salix, the Storm Druid. We are both she, they pronouns. We're both very excited to be here and definitely not going to cause any trouble on this heist. Definitely not. No, sir.
All right. Next up, Neop.
Hello, I'm Neop3, and today I'll be playing Clortoid, who's driving the mech Siler. I just named it. And model H0-R035. You can decipher
promise
that.
you, I won't remember that.
No, you won't. But yeah, both him and I are him, and Clore is a bit of a fun character. I keep recycling every single game I have the opportunity to, and he just loves to know things. He's just a little bit hard on the social aspects of things.
Oh,
But who needs that?
relatable.
Love it.
Yeah.
Inventor's a fun class. Last, and with the fixed camera, it's Sam.
Hey, you can see me now. I was very confused. There was two of me, but that was my fault. On the social charisma aspect, opposite of Neil, I am Sam. I'll be playing Zeth tonight. They, them, and they are a gnome. They are a bard, and they want to have the biggest mech around because they are small.
Love it. Well, let's set the stage a little bit for those who are a little less tuned to the lore of our Vaxum, the galaxy in which we find ourselves this evening. You are on Access Point Station. It is a commercial line of basically casino ships where you can go find literally anything you ever want. From arena fights to gambling to any bar, you name it, it is probably easily found on Access Points. It is so big, in fact, they refuse to completely map it out due to the amount of demi-planes that exist inside of Access Point Station. We are only going to be focusing tonight on the west wing part of the station, because while you can find anything, you can also find crime. And that is what our group of pilots are dealing with tonight. You are all part of Captain Jane's gang. Captain Jane is a somewhat older-ish ruffian rogue who has been here on Access Point a long time and basically serves as a point person to get you anything you ever want in one simple exchange. You just have to owe her a favor. She can call that favor in anytime she wants. And today, all of you have had your favors get called in. Your mechs are currently stored in a mech hangar bay that is currently hidden behind several different shops to make sure that no prying eyes get into where they don't need to see. Access Points is a very loud, hustle and bustle place. So you are all probably, if anyone's been here for longer than a few days, you probably already have adjusted to the sound of many, many voices constantly talking, yelling, singing. Most of you are probably staying in the Restful Dragon. It is a little hotel enterprise that is completely stabbed by anyone with a draconic connection or draconic legacy. So kobold, draconic sorcerers, dragonborn, literal dragons. But we find ourselves in a poorly lit little back room of a shop. I forgot where I named the shop, but it's in my notes. I promise. I took notes before this game.
Oh,
It's your
That
first
was your
mistake.
first mistake.
note.
Listen, I had to plan this out for the book itself. You
Just
are
make it up on the fly.
you are in a little back of a shop called Glyven's Arms, but the Glyven's Arms particularly is an underground shop for basically anything related to mech weaponry and mech forging. All of you had to meet Glyven. Glyven is a reflectionist gnome, meaning you have met Glyven probably a couple dozen times, as there's dozens of Glyvens constantly walking around with various different mech scrap parts or whatever you need. And as all of you enters, he goes, "Oh yeah, I'm very happy to have you all here. Anything for a friend of Captain Jane there." And Glyven is a darker skinned individual with this bright white hair that very spiky and pokes out. And anytime he needs something, he just goes, "Can one of the Glyvens go get it?" And so two other Glyvens have now escorted you to this back room where you each see each other. Let's quickly go around, just describe a little bit what our pilots look like, just to, we're gonna do the cool flavor part of the mech soon, but let's go in reverse order. Sam, what does Zeth look like, as they're probably one of the first people here?
Yeah. Zeth is a small little gnome. Long purple hair kind of jutting out of their head, and they almost seem to walk on their tiptoes as they go about this sort of glide, but also maybe just trying to appear a little bit taller. But they have a pair of glasses on their face, a pair of goggles on their forehead, and then another pair of glasses kind of perched precariously on the top of their head. And they're walking fast as they're talking Glyven's ear off, and then the other Glyven. I don't think they even noticed that they have the same name because it's different to them.
They're literally, yeah, I don't think you clocked that they're identical in every mannerism and literal look.
That's what you think.
Chlor, or is it Chlor? I want to make
Floor.
Chlor. All right. What does Chlor look like?
Chlor is a gray-skinned, about meter 63 tiefling, little horns, usually wearing a long coat with a bunch of different pieces of tech and just machinery and junk all attached to him, up and down, left and right. He has a very serious, like monotone, no expression demeanor.
Amazing. Salix.
So Salix doesn't so
Six.
much walk into the room or is guided into the room as much as she kind of blows in. It Once she picks up speed, the sort of silhouette of her form starts to kind of fade away into this tussle of these very small, narrow, pointed leaves that never really seem to dry out. They're not quite dead leaves, but they are just kind of swirling, and every now and then, as she's moving, they coalesce into something resembling a humanoid form. Um, Probably roughly about the size of the gnome, but very, like, wispy.
Mhm.
And every now and then, there is an effect of a face somewhere in there, but generally, it's more or less like the wind has gone on a wild hare and decided to start just sort of shuffling these leaves about just for funsies.
Love it. Theta.
Theta is kind of like a tall, lithe elf. Very like desaturated, pasty, almost like sickly skin. Kind of long, slightly curly black hair that's shaved on one side. She has an oversized gray shirt that seems to be like stained in like ash and charcoal. Kind of draped over some tight black pants and black boots. She is kind of void of any expression as you kind of glance upon her for the first time. She's kind of just quiet, watching, just observing the surroundings.
All right, and Rain.
Rain could best be described as the center of a Venn diagram with Clint Eastwood's Man with No Name on one side and Val Kilmer's Doc Holliday on the other side. He's tall, somewhat thin. He's got very tan skin. He's a human, but he's got the deep creases in his face from a life out on the trail. He's got blue jeans and cowboy boots with spurs and a 6-gun on his hip and a poncho. I don't own a poncho, so I went with what I'm wearing now.
Love it. As you are all gathered into this room, it is not the most comfortable, but after about a minute, a a woman walks in with these very high cut boots with a breastplate underneath, but a gambeson very formal looking attire above it, has a rapier on one side. And I'm gonna put the image into our little Mechfinder chat, so I'm sorry everybody else who can't see her. But she's got very white skin with blonde hair that's cut around like the cheekbone level. She walks in and looks at all of you, puts one hand on her sword, and goes, "Well, definitely not the weirdest crew I've ever had to run with. I'm sure y'all know me. My name is Captain Jane, and you each owe me a favor. I hope everyone's doing well today."
Do great.
Well,
Given the
that's
formality of the occasion, Salix is going to try to pull herself together into a more solid silhouette, and suddenly there does look like a person that has just had leaves paper mache onto them.
I love it.
Out of nowhere.
Just very like, yes, understood. Glad to be here.
Well, I say let's just cut right to the chase. Y'all are experienced mech pilots, so I trust that you can handle some stuff with discretion. You see, one of my rivals currently has a data stick with some information that I need. Their name is Yarv Wektar. You just call him Yarv. He's the leader of a little shitty gang known as the Hellhounds. Like, come on. A little overzealous much. But they're, an annoyance more than anything else. Not a big gang either, but people started to know that I was the one who's messing with them. It don't look too good for my reputation. Oh, very simple. I have set you up with a little... How do I want to describe this person? I set you up with a rendezvous person, essentially, who has a little bit more information than I do. You're going to meet them at 0 gravity as soon as this meeting is done. For those who want to, we can kick us off with the first roll of making a society check.
Oh.
It had to be society.
Yeah, it had to be society, unless you have access point lore,
Hmm,
which I
No.
doubt you have.
Oh, that's
So
Where would a society check be?
Okay.
it's under
Okay.
proficiencies.
Mm-hmm.
Under
So if you
proficiencies,
go
okay.
to
There it is.
your
The
character sheet, it's like a
hand.
little open hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see what we get. 13.
I don't know shit.
13. 27 from Zeth.
There it is.
Relying on Zeth to know
Wow.
what's going on.
Yeah.
Almost a critical success.
Listen.
The worst
so good
roll in the
news
universe,
is
but not that
I
great.
know
nobody
people be
crit failed.
friends.
So I
What?
won't lie to you.
Okay.
You are so well, you know of Access Point Station. 0 Gravity is a dance club. It is a 24-hour basically giant techno disco hall. It has coined the name 0 Gravity due to the fact once you step on the dance floor, you will all gain a fly speed equal to your land speed, and thus can fly and dance. Very much, if anyone's seen the dance club from Ready Player One, same rules apply here. Your drinks will magically stay in their glasses, so you can still drink and dance on the floor. But it's a great meeting place for criminals due to how loud it is and how easy it is to blend in with the crowd. So I will say, Zeth, you know this from probably being there at least once or twice.
Maybe more like 2 handfuls of times because it's like the best place ever. Seth is like trying to contain their excitement that they get to go dancing.
You all, she looks at you and go, you're gonna meet with Regan. Regan is, well, one of the more eccentric figures. He might ask for a favor or put you up to a little stupid of a challenge if you can feel like you handle it. They're always something stupid that has absolutely nothing to do with the actual mission itself, but apparently it's just the way he likes to communicate with people. I had to do some stupid shit to even talk to him, so good luck to all of you.
Question.
Answer.
Oh, good. So we're already paying back you,
Mm-hmm.
but and you set us up with Regan, and now we're gonna owe him a favor as well.
No, it's more of like, if you want to talk to him, you might have to do something for him.
But
It's just
you
more like
want us to talk to him. You see what I'm saying?
that criminals have like shit they want people to do for them. Yes, I see that point very, very well.
Favor economy,
No,
you know? We pay for this favor with the favor we get from Regan, and then we owe Regan a favor, and the next favor we do for somebody else, we can pay off Regan's favor.
So we're
Yeah, it's more
constantly
like,
in a cycle of debt forever.
Yeah, cycle of
Yeah.
criminality, sort of say.
Yeah.
Okay. That was my only question.
I
I was
understand
under
what
the
you're...
impression we were here to do a job, not make an audition.
Well, you are here to do a job. You're gonna steal that data stick from me.
And everything's an audition. Job audition.
Work for you.
I mean, you have full access to your mechs if you need them for whatever reason. I do
Ooh.
believe you might need to use them for if and when you find the Hellhound headquarters. I personally don't know where it is,
But
but
Regan might?
Regan does. I know because he's got his little fucking cat paw fingers in a bunch of different little pies. I don't trust that man as far as I can throw him.
I mean, if he's gonna be in zero gravity, we probably could throw him pretty far.
That's true.
Mm.
That was a
You think
bad
he'll let us
metaphor on
try?
my end. That's a good catch right there.
Catch some good stuff. Object in motion stays in motion.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any other questions related to the actual heist itself?
Will someone die?
Depends on how good of a pilot you are.
All right. I just want to like a level of like how dangerous is this?
The goal is that you get the data stick. Whether you kill all of the hellhounds or not is completely up to you.
Negligible collateral. Okay.
Yeah, if if some of their items magically go missing, I don't care. All right, you pick up what you find. That being said, I just want the data stick. Everything, then you can call your debt with me fair and square and over with. Until you need something else, which then you got to come back and I'll do something for you, but you owe me a favor again.
More debt.
Circle of
More
life.
debt.
Very well.
Tally ho.
Silent dagger of capitalism.
Yes.
Listen,
so
we
many
needed a bad
daggers.
guy for Mechfinder, so capitalism felt like a good stand-in.
Listen, I'm just a pile of leaves. Capitalism is new and novel to me. I'm excited. Let's get exploited, you guys. Come on, it'll be fun. It'll be
That's 'cause,
different.
Pilot
like,
in there?
imagine, like, we give all the wealth to the top, and then we watch it trickle back down. Like,
Yeah,
that's
it's gonna run
exciting.
back down. It's gonna be really cool.
Don't piss down my back and tell me it's raining.
With that, Captain Jane turns
Be too
heel
warm.
and walks out of the room.
All right.
I hate that lady.
She's fun.
Eh.
She scares me, but she's fun.
What kind of debt could a pile of leaves have? I'm sorry, that was a personal question.
She's helping me water my big sister. My big sister, she needs a lot of water, and like, there's not enough soil here for her, so we've been like spraying her roots down and stuff, and I have to get that Jane help. Yeah.
That's a word for it. Good for her.
Yeah, might not be the right word. Indebting me might be the better word, I think, but you know,
So
it's my sister.
You turn to the world of crime for an irrigation system.
Can you find me another irrigation system here in the access points?
I suppose not.
Yeah.
Watering
That's a good
can?
choice.
You have not met my sister.
No. I really
a
want
lot-
to now though.
It's a lot of watering cans.
Gotta keep her wet.
Do you need to be watered?
Me? No, I'm just leaves. As she like lifts her arms up, they just kind of spiral out into little flurries.
Can I try and like stick my hand through the leaves?
Yeah, it goes right through. It goes right through. The leaves kind of swirl around and kind of coalesce into a hand on top of yours. Like there's just 4 or 5 leaves taking the semblance of fingers on your hand.
Nah, I'm usually 7 or 8 glasses of whiskey into the night before I start seeing things like that.
It's like walking to the dance floor place. This is so cool. Tall people, you must try this.
Do we
All right.
believe that we're appropriately dressed for a dance club?
Oh. Would Zeth
would
know
be
this? What's the
appropriately
dress
dressed.
the
Yeah,
dress code?
yeah,
Typically party attire. You could go to a shop that's not too far by. You have to go through like 2 or 3 portals to get there. But
Yeah, floor is like I don't know what correct wardrobe for this is. It's just like wear this same pair of clothes all the time. They're comfortable.
I know a person, an individual, a being. We need a change.
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna
don't know if leaves can change.
Funny, you should ask. With a little bit of effort, the leaves sort of like swirl around and start to kind of take on autumnal colors and sort of pattern themselves in a way that suggests that the human-shaped leaves have clothing. Like there's yellow here and there's red up here so that it looks like a collar and stuff like that.
Oh,
Got like a
so
16-bit look going on.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. She looks like um oh fiddlesticks, like an impressionist painting of somebody in club gear. Or like
Okay.
I love it.
You're such fiddlesticks. You're so adorable.
Uh, if you want to get some of the best outfits in the entire access points, you gotta go to Oshua's Fabrics. Run by Ugardal Oshua, is a Dromar, which is like is the new term for half orc. Older seamstress, but has the most variety in her styles. So you know that like that's one of the potential shops, but I would say that one's probably a little closer to your favorite.
Okay. Because coat guy needs to change and like broken in mitt and maybe you. She's like casts a quick glance over to Danny's character. Don't
No,
hurt
I
me.
think it's the perfect opportunity to do some shopping.
Okay.
Okay, because we got to look our best before we go into the club because
Of course.
Why?
So we can fit in.
she gets
What's
it.
the purpose of fitting in?
Well,
To not
so if
cause too much attention to ourselves.
by not fitting in you stand out.
Yeah, you see Clore just watching into the distance, confused.
compiling.
Does not compute.
Loading. Loading.
Loading. Downloading fashionsense.mp4.
Okay.
For the record, Clore is completely biologically organic. He's not a robot. He just acts his way.
Oh, that's even better.
Okay. Gotta pull them into the shop.
All right, you go to
How much money we gotta spend?
All right, you go to Oshua's Fabrics. I'm gonna say you would have collectively as a group about 15 gold pieces, which is not a which is a ton. Like if we're
Okay.
talking, it's like if I said, okay, we're all going to the store. You guys got $150 to spend amongst all of you. Do with that as you wish.
Yeah.
So you can get
Not
some good
that much.
outfits for that much. It's uh let to put it into like a mathematical concept, uh the average worker makes about 2 copper a day, and there's about 20 copper in a gold piece. So some good spending money right there.
Okay.
So we've
Oh,
got like 6 months. We've got 6 months rent.
Yeah.
Here is what we have.
Yeah.
sweet.
But the difference is
Spend it
like
all.
you're in Vegas, so like things still cost more kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys exit Glyvin's arms, switch all like 20 Glyvins, like give you each like have a good day there. Go have fun on your little adventure thingy. Bye. And you guys see you guys enter like a dark room first, but then the wall physically pushes out and moves to the side, exposing you guys to all of Access Point Station, or at least the particular hallway you're in. hundreds of characters start walking by you of every single imaginable species combination you can think of. Some wearing very normal clothing, some wearing a little bit more extravagant clothing. You are immediately hit with just the loud sound of so many people like in one congregated area. If you look up, you see like several different passageways that are all kind of like layering over each other just to give you a large scope of this place. If you've ever seen Valerian, City of a Thousand Planets, very
Oh
much
yeah.
the same vibe of you're walking to a very busy casino, and as you each step out, the little section of the hallway slides back into place, and you're now standing in the middle of this very open and exposed area. You take about 2 different portals because you can navigate most of Access Point via the portal system, and you eventually make it to outside of Oshawa's Fabrics. The first thing you notice is the wooden exterior. Like, it's like a very classic old-timey shop. Like, it's very much meant to give like classical fantasy-esque feel, with written in green letters Oshawa's Fabrics, and next to it is like a little baby Dromar, like with a happy face, so it's like small little tusks, and a very light skin. You look into the shop, and there are several different coat racks of different styles and varieties. And it all kind of leads into this warm interior that's made you like definitely built to make you feel like you're at home while you're shopping here. There's several like fitting rooms in case you want to try something on, but as you walk in, you guys hear coming from not too far behind the bar, as they like, put down a few different suits, a voice go, "Well, I'm just happy to see that we got some new customers. Hello, everybody."
Why, hello.
Ashwa!
Oh my
Salutations.
god, Zeth gives you a hug. This is Yugarda Ashwa. She is wearing so she has a little bit of a lighter green in her older age. If you had a clock like an age, probably about like closer to mid to late 70s, completely gray hair that's put into a little bun. The outfit she's wearing is this very flowy dress, where it is like cut like a V cut down the middle, but then it somehow layers itself over and then back down, where it creates like this really interesting cross pattern in the front. It is made of like a very deep violet, and she looks at all of you and goes, "I'm just so happy, welcome everybody to Oshawa's Fabrics. I'm Yugardo Oshawa. It's very nice to meet you all. What can I do for you today?"
We're going dancing.
Dancing.
Yes. So we need
All right.
appropriate attire.
Where are we going? What's the shop? Where's the place?
Zero
Zero gravity?
gravity.
You guys going flying, I see.
Mm.
Well, how about you strap in? We could definitely find stuff in all different sizes, because Mama likes to make sure she's got a wide variety. Is there anything in particular you're thinking about, like in terms of looks, or is it like a surprise me kind of thing?
Tight, black, shiny, uncomfortable.
Tight, black, shiny, uncomfortable. All right, I could work with that. How do you feel about skins?
I like many of them.
Perfect. I got just the thing that
Mm.
recently came from a river jungle in
Ooh.
Aerun. She goes to the back and brings you back what appears to be a very tight two-strapped dress that is made out of beta skin. So betas are the serpentine-like dragons with these that are known for their very dark black scales. And as she shows this to you, she goes, "So the uncomfortable part is kind of implied in this, but what's gonna happen is you're gonna definitely look very amazing in this. It's very gonna cling to your skin. It's gonna make you have, if you're trying to go for like agility kind of a thing, like when you're moving on the floor, because the way that the skin is built to like stretch and move, the dress will conform to whatever you need in the moment."
This is absolutely perfect.
I love it. I love it. Hands you the dress. You see it's like 20 gold pieces. Very expensive for this.
Immediately spend.
Worth it.
Love it. Okay. What is anybody else? You have anything in particular, or is it just like a find, like, let me help you, like help me to help you kind of thing?
Is there anything similar to what I'm currently wearing?
He's going to the club. Don't listen to him. Surprise him.
You seem like a big coat dude. Like, I feel like
Yes.
you really enjoy your jackets.
Yes, I do.
How
It's
do you
quite
feel about a
comfortable.
more modernistic jacket?
What is a more modernistic jacket?
I got you. Goes over to one of the racks, the jacket racks, pulls down 2 or 3, like holds it up to you, like shakes her head, puts it on a different rack just to hold it. Eventually comes back with a jacket. It is a long, black and green, where all of the inseam lines are this interesting data pattern that runs up and down the inside. On the outside, however, on both sleeves are several different arcane runes that glow in a like really interesting green. And as she like kind of like puts this up to you, she goes, "All right, so this is where it gets really, really interesting. If you tap this rune," and she taps like the top one, she taps it twice, and all of a sudden all of the runes start glowing brighter, and the inside of the coat begins to also glow. And she shows you this cool effect where if you spin the jacket and like literally like up and rounds it, you see like a small green trail follow it as it catches up to the jacket.
Ooh.
I like that. Interesting to study. Does it come in purple?
That's the best part. She touches the other sleeves and runs her hand down like the side of the jacket, and you see that it changes color as she moves down. So it's like a full rainbow jacket to where you can put it into any color you wanted. And she says, she looks at it and goes, "And if you do that twice, like really fast, you see then the colors begin to like shifting on their own. So that it's like essentially a rainbow of
Rainbow.
different colors."
RGB.
Yeah,
RGB.
it's the RGB jacket here. This is what every pro gamer wishes they had. All right, all the best streamers are using it these days.
James. Shut up and take my money already. Just send that to my house.
It was 8 gold before they put the RGB in. Now it's 17 gold.
Oh, of course. Oh, you gotta hit the gamer market, all right? It's a big thing these days, all right? These kids are playing Mythic Quest like there's no tomorrow, all right? They need the interactive experience. Okay,
Clore will take it.
Okay, it's like 15 gold. It's not like too much out of the party fund. All right, what is
Cheaper than the other stuff?
Well, it's like it's Data's very like tight conforming beta dress. Now the jacket. What is everybody else?
Mine was dead.
Yeah, so somebody had to die for her. So I mean, the
It's a circle of
You
life.
don't want to know about how I got that material. All right, let's just say it was kind of a nightmare to work with, and I'm very happy to get it out of my hands. It's gonna look fabulous on you, though. Let me be very clear. It's gonna look amazing.
Um, I have never been in zero gravity. I don't know whether clothing will stay on me. I don't know.
How do you like magic items?
I like magic.
Okay. I enchanted this one myself, if you don't
Okay.
mind. You are
Yeah,
a
no.
pile of leaves, so it's like we could do some things with this, and I feel like we could make this
Okay.
work.
Okay.
Goes over to a scarf and pulls it down, and it's this very blank brown.
Okay. I like brown.
Yeah. She looks at it, and like as she puts it over the pile, like where a neck would be,
Yeah.
she pulls on both sides, and you see the scarf automatically wraps itself around and holds the form there. So you can still move freely, like with your leaves and stuff, like up and down through it, but it's never gonna break its form. It's gonna hold itself in place and will follow you where you go.
It's I love this. I love this.
That
This is
one's
perfect.
only 5 gold because I'm feeling very nice because I've never had to sell to such an interesting figure before, so I feel like, you're gonna do amazing. You're gonna look beautiful with this on.
Oh, you're sweet.
Oh my
Thank
god.
you.
Stop it. Alright, what about you twos? What do we got here?
Got 3 words.
Alright, 3 words. Hit me
Okay.
with them.
Bubbles,
Bubble, okay.
Callistria,
Okay.
owlbear.
Okay.
You see me? You hear me?
Sexy bubble pattern. But bear.
Bear.
I
You
knew
give me a
one of
minute to
those
think
were.
about that. I have
Mhm.
something. I might have to enchant 2 different dresses to combine them into one. But we could make this work.
If anyone could do it, you can.
Alright. What about you, Lone Wolf? What do we got going here?
Well, I'm not given to ostentatious display, so something understated would be preferable, especially if I can repurpose it to another use later.
I feel like you're one of those give me cargo shorts because they have many pockets kind of guys.
I can assure you I would not be caught dead in cargo shorts.
All right. Something not too standout-ish. How about this? We ditch the poncho. We get you a nice vest, right? And then we throw a big turncoat over it. That way you can just watch what you can do with this. She hands you a blue vest, like very one like you're wearing right now. Because we're gonna get art and fucking
Shiny.
character looking together. She then pulls out a dusty, not really dusty, but like a crop duster or brown jacket and hands it to you. And she goes, "All right, this is only brown for now. When you get into that club, it's going to change color depending on the environment you're in. So let's say you go into a room, it's like an ice white. The coat will change color to mirror that. It's a chameleon sort of coat. It's a little bit more pricey just given how much time we had to spend on it, but I think this is really solid. I think this is something you're looking for. You said multi-purpose. I think this is multi-purpose. It's going to look amazing.
Yeah, I do believe you have yourself a sale.
All right, that's
How
30
much?
gold.
Passes it over.
All right. So, bubble, sexy, owlbear. I could work with this. Give me 5 minutes. She runs to the back, and you guys all hear, like, it's one of those scenes, like, in a cartoon, where you just hear clattering coming from the back, as is, like, stuff is clearly being moved in a frenzy. Over the course of the next 5 minutes, you hear a lot of swear words, 3 really bright yellow flashes coming from the back, and then you hear, "I'm done." Comes back out, holding a bubble, like a dress made out of bubbles, but all the bubbles are layered on top of each other, much like feathers on a bird. Um, it starts brown, but kind of gradiates into a white, very much like an owl bear. It is I don't know the technical name of this like dress. So it's like strapless, and it's very like form fitting. Hands it to you and goes, "All right, this is an expensive piece given rush job. Uh, very unique in what you asked for. That being said, I did add something extra special to give the owl bear look to it.
Okay.
Uh, if you pull on like the hips of the dress. Oh, by the way, I gave you pockets. I figured you might want those. That's right.
Thanks.
James knows about giving dresses pockets. All right.
Mm.
I'm not a monster, damn it. If you pull on the sides, you hear the sound of an owlbear screech come from the chest. She goes, most people will clock that that's a fake sound, but if you play it at the right moment or you're in the right circumstances, like you pop a power pose, you pull on one end of that dress, you hit that screech. Like, it's gonna be amazing.
Yes. Okay. Tell me how much.
80 gold pieces. Which is just enough. Because I wasn't keeping track, but she says how much is ever left in the 150 gold I said you could start with.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Yep.
80 for
I'm
a
sorry, did you not say
customer?
rush job, owl bear, sexy, bubble dress? I'm sorry.
Well-
Listen, I carry many interesting things. I had a customer a few days ago leave with a phoenix dress.
Okay, but Phoenix is so overdone.
Wow. How dare you?
Mhm.
And you know it. You know it.
You know Phoenix dresses come back every season. All right? They die for a little bit and then they reincarnate in fashion.
All right, but hear me out, Mama. You've done so many of those. Did this not ignite the fire back into you? More
Honey,
so than a Phoenix dress.
Sweetheart. It's like a fucking wildfire every goddamn day for me. What, you tiny little match? Listen, sweetheart, I love you. You're not getting out of this 80 gold.
Fine.
You said sexy owlbear bubbles, all right? You have any idea how much I had to think about how to get the layering right when mixing a bubble dress and a fucking owlbear skin?
Fine. I love you.
I love you too. That's why I'm giving you tough love.
Mm-hmm.
That's already with the discount, all right? I would normally charge 200 for this kind of a piece.
Okay. 80's good. 80's good.
All right, thank you very much. Pays
Hard
up.
bargain.
You all now have your new outfits that you get to try on. And if you want, you can immediately go right to zero gravity. Which is a very fun sentence to say now that I think about it. You all head out of Oshua's fabrics looking very ready to go party. All of you are completely decked out in some of the best outfits Access Point has ever seen.
Oh yeah.
And immediately get hit with a line. There is a long line outside of access points. You see, as you like leave the portal to get to access points, the first thing you probably would notice is the large neon sign that says zero gravity, and it looks like there's a goblin that's like falling, like that's animated, falling up and down constantly, like whoa, like a very silly cartoony look, to him. There is it's like this pink neon glow to it. You hear actually nothing from inside. It's very, there's no like, oh, typically when I'm outside a club I can still hear the music, like I feel it. There's nothing here. It is
Well,
dead
yeah, because
quiet.
everybody's outside in the line,
Or
right? That's why there's a line.
Zeth, you know that you wouldn't feel it. You're actually kind of used to this because there's a portal on the inside that takes you to the demi-plane that hosts zero gravity. So no sound would bleed through. That being said, it is still kind of loud, just given the amount of people that are here. What do you guys want to do? There's a pretty substantial line. You probably, if you're eyeballing it, say an hour to get in.
we must have guest list. She must have put us on guest list.
Oh, we're skipping that line.
I'm gonna strut to the front of the line, wherever the bouncers are, or whatever attendees there are.
Yeah, you push by a few different attendees, and like they're clearly kind of annoyed. And you're greeted by a minotaur with a golden fur, with two very long horns that twist at the very ends. So it's like almost like a, not like a ram, like a reverse ram's horn, because they go out and then they twist, they do like a full loop and then come back out.
Handlebars. Real good handlebars.
Kind of like a Texas Longhorn.
Yeah, Texas Longhorn, but with
Yeah!
actual horns. Yeah.
Used to be a farmer.
Never was a farmer. You are greeted by he's very bulky. Is wearing just a like very plain black shirt, and that's it. And like not even the word like security is written on it. It's just literally blank. Looks at you, goes, "I'm sorry, what are you doing? Get to the back of the line."
We're on the list.
He looks at his list. All right, name.
Theta. I'll start relaying the others' names as well.
This is gonna be funny. Make a society check for me.
Okay. I'm like
Just Annie, because she's doing all the talking, right?
Go.
24.
24. Nice. Looks at it, takes him about a minute, and he goes, says here that you guys were put here as a favor, so I'm gonna let you in. Unclips the little rope, and you guys are allowed in. You step into the smallest room you've ever seen, and with only one blue portal in the center of it. But as you pass through, you're immediately hit with the sound of like blaring techno music that is being played at full blast. You see speakers are everywhere. There's a bunch of different lights, like little globules of magical light that are constantly spinning and dancing around all of this huge dance hall. You look up and you see there are people, probably 100 people already in the sky, dancing, having a good time. You see there's drinks literally everywhere. And yeah, just like the loud sounds of being at a club. Smell, not the worst, not the best. What can you do? But yeah, you guys hear the DJ go, "All right, let's get ready to dance!" And it's just like immediately like the track switches and like a whole new beat comes in. What do you guys want to do?
I need you to know the closer to the speakers Salix is standing, the more her leaves are rustling.
Yeah. Like I just imagine it's like this like wave of push pull.
Yeah.
They're vibrating at the rhythm.
Yeah.
Have you seen when they put like a liquid on top of a speaker and it just starts vibrating at the rhythm of the music?
Yeah, that's what's happening with her form right now. Not ideal.
I love that. Yeah.
Or it's just just a little bit bothered by the loud music, but he's just handling there. Just
Mhm.
expecting what the next move is that they have to
I
do.
think a
So
gunslinger would belly up to the bar, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go up to the bar. There is an automaton that is currently serving different drinks. Looks at you and goes, "Hi, what would you like to drink?"
Whiskey.
say automaton.
Any type of whiskey? You can't just say the word whiskey and not like name a
Is
brand.
I mean, most of the bars I go to just have the one kind. I will take your top shelf.
Well brand. Well brand. Well
That's
brand.
500 gold pieces a shot.
Ah,
I will take your bottom shelf.
5 copper pieces a shot. Puts
5 copper
down
pieces.
puts down a shot glass, literally pulls his hand out, like his finger opens up and the shot gets filled. Finger closes back and like pushes it in front of you.
Obliged. It takes the shot. Turns around and does that gunslinger elbows on the bar thing, surveying the room.
You do that and you immediately start getting hit with people trying to like push around you to get to the bartender. And they're just like, "Dude, man, come on, I'm just trying to get a drink. Get the fuck out of the way. Stop staying at the bar."
I just give him the death stare.
You're fucking weird, dude.
I use I use Grim Swagger if I have to.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to do during this? What are we feeling?
I want to order.
Firmly tagging along with whoever seems the most confident.
Mhm.
Clore eyes up the automaton bartender, and he just analyzing all the pieces and bits of the automaton. He's not even listening if it's asking for a drink or anything. He's just fascinated by it.
The automaton keeps looking at you and goes, "Would you like anything to drink? Would you like anything to drink? Would you like anything to drink? Would you like
Forgot
anything to
broken
drink?"
string.
no.
He will break at this point. Yeah.
Okay, so you are starting to inspect how the automaton works. Love that.
I want to order the brightest, most colorful drink that they offer in this place. Whatever their specialty cocktail is, the like most gaudy, vibrant, colorful one there is.
Oh my gosh.
He pours you something that's called the magma worm. It it is served in a martini glass, but it is a glowing red concoction, and with like the dark like black light that is zero gravity's lighting, it like looks like it almost has like a pulsating glow to it.
Perfect. What's Seth doing?
Dancing.
Dancing? Okay.
Are you in the air or on the floor?
In the air, because height doesn't
Alright.
matter.
It's a murder on the dance floor.
I'll give a performance roll if I have to.
Yeah, give me a performance roll. Let's see how well you're doing. If I had my other players roll performance, I feel like you should be able to roll performance.
I roll my performance. I'm like, do I want to cast a spell before this? All right, it is a yeah. Before going onto the dance floor, they are going to use a spell for like lingering composition,
Ooh, okay. What are we casting?
and then we're going to cast. I like almost want to do thundering dominance. It's an intimidating dance.
I mean, if you want to, I'll tell you what happens because I think I
Just
think I
Very
got something
aggressive.
for
Lots
you.
of eye contact.
Just perform a haka in the middle of the club.
Yeah, that's literally what it is.
Okay. I'll say if you set that up, like you spend your the focus points to do it. As you step onto the dance floor and begin this like slow rise up to about the center. As the DJ is starting to switch tracks, you use your magic to almost like completely cut off the sound to his speaker system just for a little bit, and start to like reverberate around this club is this very like not like dark heavy music, but it is this like almost ominous music. But somehow Zath is perfect, like doing a perfect dance to go with it. This is what I'm gonna ask you to make the performance check to see how well you take this off. Because if you do well, you will have the club dance with you.
Oh, this is gonna be awkward.
Just a reminder to everybody: everybody has 2 hero points at the start of the game. Cause I feel nice.
Why am I picturing the zombies dancing in unison in the Thriller video?
It might be very
Yeah.
similar.
See, I was picturing the zombie gorillas in the Gorillas Clint Eastwood video.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there. Same vibe.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a 23.
Okay,
23.
mid
All right, it's
queen.
a success. So I'm gonna say you take up a good amount of space. I just want to see the thundering roar action. Each enemy and emanation takes sonic damage or is also frightened.
Oh, am I
All right.
damaging you people?
It's no, they're far enough away. So I just wanted to hear. I just wanted to see how the spell would work, just be sure. You hear as like the song begins to build and swell up to a very like emotionally climactic point, like the violins are like moving so fast, and as it happens the song ends with like a giant like keyboard slam, like boom, a loud roar immediately leaves from Zeth's space. I will let you just. Which creature would you like to sort of emanate a sound of?
I say, like, as she like, as they swing their arms down, they pull the strings on the dress
And
that
a loud
the
owlbear screech, like a loud like gnarly caw, as it like echoes around all of zero gravity.
I thought we were supposed to be blending in.
Too late.
No.
You all can
Blending
see
in by
this
standing out,
happen.
I suppose.
And as it kind of ends, you hear like some people along the sides are like clapping to your dance. It's like it's seen as a sign of respect if you can like command the dance floor on in zero gravity. But after you finish the dance, the DJ is like, well, good for that person for taking the dominance on the floor. Anyways, back to what we're playing. Do 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 do, and it just like immediately goes back into its dance, the dance music.
oh my gosh. Normal
Um,
dancing. They're hoping to get Reagan's attention. Reagan's.
Yeah, Reagan.
Again.
I totally didn't realize it was spelled Reagan until I wrote it down
It's-
and said it out loud, and I'm just like, all right, well, shit.
It's Reagan.
Listen,
They're just
it's
trying to
better-
church it up.
Listen, it's better than the actual one, so low bar.
If Regan is a gnome though, it's like the World of Warcraft city of Gnome Regan. Is how I was thinking it was spelled.
You
Just-
I will say, is anybody around Zeth like after the dance ends?
After the dance end, I would have gone up. I was probably like cheering or them on during
love
the
it.
dance. Yeah, I'd be
Um,
approaching them after the dance.
I'm just sticking close to Theta, so if Theta's going over there, I'm gonna wisp
Yeah,
my way over there.
In zero
Overtaking
gravity, it's more
him.
like a leaf pile, like it's being kicked up by the wind.
Yeah, it's
like,
just there's just a little vortex
Yeah.
trailing
I
behind
put my
Theta.
arm around Salix, and I'm like, oh, just retract it.
You see those like 4 or 5 little leaves just kind of, or it's 8 or 10 leaves now, just kind of clinging to your arm.
Oh,
I just like hold out my arm at my side like this.
Thank you.
Little scarf. Oh my gosh.
Um, you, as you all like start, like you meet up, you are actually in zero, like in the air. A um very fancy looking cat folk with these uh jaguar spots, but all the spots are like a crimson red. Approaches you. They're wearing a um just a standard suit, like what you'd very much picture. Um, and as they walk, you see like the skin itself, like the fur itself, is a deep gray. But as they walk, like these spots like glow ever so slightly before like calming down. Um, they walk up to you and they go, "You know what? That was pretty badass. Not gonna lie."
Yep, it was. It really was. Catfolk, pause and everything. Regan,
The one and only.
I have heard so much about you. Big fan.
I I can't say that I've wanted people to admire my work, but I'll take it.
My friends and I would love to talk to you. Pick your brain about certain enterprise stuff.
I feel you. I feel you. Is there more of you, or is it just the three? Looks at the leaf pile and goes, "Three of you."
3 of us plus 2 more.
Okay.
Yeah, if I see them talking to a tabaxi, knowing that's what we're there for, I'll start walking up and tap my other companion on the shoulder, just nod in that direction.
Unless you want to dance first, Regan. Totally get it.
Oh, I'm good for right now, but I appreciate the thought. How about this? Let's take a little seat in a booth. We'll talk a little bit, and then we'll go from there. How about that?
Enough.
Um, he
Perfect.
directs you to one of the booths that are like built into the wall high up, so a little bit away from the prying eyes. And like takes his drink, sips it a little bit, and begins like air walking up. He's not like where you could probably just fly, like not even need to move your legs. He is going the extra effort of making it look like he's walking up. Um, as you all follow, it's just this little recluse booth. He takes a seat in the center. You all kind of have to, like crowd in around him in this like little weird like semicircle. It's very much like if you ever been to like a diner with the family, you know, like some of you gotta like scoot into the middle. It's kind of awkward. Um, he goes, so you're the ones that Captain Jane told me about.
Were we that obvious?
Well, you did make a very boisterous opening. So it was a shot. You're the ones who identified me pretty quickly, and if you identify me, that means you're up to no good.
Ideally.
I like this one.
They're leaves. They're adorable. Captain Jane said you had some information for us about the Hellhounds. Dumb
Yeah,
name.
I mean it is kind of a dumb name. Yeah, I know where to I know where their little hideout is. But what's in it for me?
A favor.
Favors are always well intentioned, I guess. But like, how do I know you're gonna hold up to your end? Like, you might hold up your debt to Captain Jane, but what's sweet the pot, you know? Like, you could flee Access Point Station, and look at that, I'm out of a favor. Which then I'd have
We
to
could
kill you, but that's a lot of work.
We could save a long and arduous conversation, and you can just name your price.
I like you.
Mm.
All right. I want half of whatever you find. Or this one might be a little easier or harder depending on how it is. You have to publicly embarrass yourself
Oh, I'm good at
in front of
that.
everyone.
It was
I can help with public embarrassment. I'm good at that.
I'm so sorry. I was yelling with a very professional price.
You see, it's either run the risk of your identity being known, to which means it shows that you're ballsy enough to take on such a challenge, or give me half of whatever you find. So, less money or run a risk? Which one would you prefer?
I'm opting to pay the more money personally.
I'm not one for material belongings, so I don't mind the sacrifice, but I suppose this is a group decision.
As enthusiastic as I am about a scavenger hunt, I do want to point out you have a pile of potentially wet leaves at your disposal. Just saying. There's options.
Do we all have to publicly embarrass ourselves or just one of us?
I would let that be a choice of your own, whether or not it's you treat this as a group activity or let one of you fall on the metaphorical sword.
How do we publicly embarrass ourselves? I feel like it needs to be broken and mint
That's
over
for
there.
you to
I
figure
know. I'm
out.
So-
wondering out loud.
Okay.
I think it'd be so there is actually out of character. There is actually like a dance floor somewhere.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a bottom to this thing. It's just most people prefer to be flying around.
Is it possible to eat shit in zero gravity?
Oh, for
Like
sure.
just
I'm not sure it's that kind of club.
That's in the
you know what
bathroom.
it face like face
Listen, we determined literally yesterday that those kind of places do exist on access points because we believe sex work
Don't-
is real work here
don't
in
tell
our
Salix I
Vaxum.
want to go.
But it is possible if you're doing like one of those like cartoon like slipped on a banana peel, like slipped on a pile of leaves and fall over
Yeah.
kind of thing. That is possible to do. It's the question of how believable could you make that look.
Well, that
I have an idea,
Yes.
but we have to get the microphone
Oh
from the
god.
DJ.
Okay.
Okay. We do this. And then we could just all sing together as a group.
Karaoke! Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Wait, I actually can help with this.
Except there will be no music because we'll just disengage, like, and we'll try to get everybody to dance to whatever we're singing as we announce our names, because then they like that's super public embarrassing, right?
Do we want all of our identities on blast like that? Like literally announcing is my only concern.
I mean, would anyone expect us to be doing anything like nefarious if we're like,
Yeah. True.
But also half of nothing is nothing. So if we just don't grab anything or tell them about it. Oh, you're sitting right there. Sorry.
Yeah. If you find nothing, that's when I start stealing things from you. It's not rude. It's called compensation, and I will get it if I need it.
That's more debt.
Yep.
I feel like
Alright.
you might not have learned at
Real.
this point. This entire lifestyle is just one large cycle of debt that never ends. So if you're on top,
It's a,
you don't have to owe anybody.
it's a house
One
of
day.
cards.
One day.
One day.
All right, we singing while slipping on leaves, or we playing half?
I'm down for some karaoke.
I suppose we can sing.
Hey.
I pull a harmonica out of my pocket.
Oh my gosh, I could pull out my battle lute.
Oh God.
I'm going to use a spell for this.
Oh, okay. What spell are we using?
I didn't
here?
say I could play it. I just have it.
Phoebe
So the
Bane!
spell.
Oh my god, thank you for the raid. Phoebe Bane, by the way, big supporter of Mechfinder, personal friend of mine.
Yeah.
Amazing
Awesome.
goblin. Um,
Yes.
big nerd.
Excellent.
Uh,
God, thank you.
On Twitch,
I
a
felt
nerd?
bad for them because I was yelling at them all of yesterday that I was predicting that Gorham was gonna die, and I was right. So hey, Phoebe. Sorry, keep going. You're gonna cast a spell. Which spell would you like to cast?
I am. I'm casting Helpful Wood Spirits. I'm going to summon a
Oh,
little
yes.
cadre of Kodama like little critters that are
Mhm.
going to go steal the mic for me.
Love that.
They dance
We're
with
gonna
us too.
we're gonna do a little follow, like a little like the camera's gonna leave you guys in this scene, and we're gonna follow these wood spirits just for a little moment. These little wood spirits all like in this like little clump. I'm imagining it sort of like I Spirited Away, of those little like mite sort of thing. Like that's what it looks like kind of in my head. It's probably not close, but it's like this pile
If you,
of spirits. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, or if you see the clips from like The Boy and the Heron, how the
Yes.
little white guys just kind of tumble over each other.
Yeah,
Like that's
very
kind
much
of
in
the
that way.
yeah.
Mother up.
They begin to go down this path, and
Go turn.
they were navigating through like various different people's legs, and they find the DJ's booth. It is a very like picture very much like a standard DJ, or it's got like the two records. There's like a laptop that's plugged in, and you see in like a full like techno outfit, wearing like a helmet with like a frog's face in the front, with like these big glowing red eyes. Him just like this DJ just like get it, yes, get it, get it. Uh, he is not aware of this. This is where we're gonna actually you're gonna make a spell attack roll for me. This is gonna
Okay.
determine if they can, because these things don't have thievery as a
Right.
skill. So this is the
Right.
closest thing we're gonna get. We're gonna see how well they can steal the mic from the DJ without him noticing. This is gonna be
Oh
slightly
man.
harder of a DC, just because he
Okay.
would be using it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're gonna see how well we can do this
Guidance.
Right.
with a +1.
Oh, go little guys.
12,
I'll take
23, 24,
24.
24. With that,
Ooh.
he looks back at his laptop, begins like typing something in, like clearly he's trying to look for the next song to play. And is with that, the spirits like go up to the edge of the booth, grab the microphone, and like puts it into the center of them, like trickles back down, and like
Oh.
scatters back to you. And like this whole process takes about like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like you see this, and eventually they return and just like present the microphone in the center.
My babies. Is the
Uh,
mic on when I was that mic on when I said that? I'm not sure.
yeah, we heard it.
Oh.
What? Okay, so you have the microphone now.
Oh.
This
Are we
is
singing
this
the
is
same
important
song?
question. Yeah, what are we singing? Like, if you give me the genre, I will probably give you the song to go with it. It is up to you all what you're going for here.
Can anybody hear yodel?
Yodeling, yodeling,
We
yodeling,
try.
hee hoo.
Well, there is that weird Western music style that's sort of yodely.
Yeah, that's what I
Right?
was thinking of that one Hank song. No, but actually my first thought was I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys.
I want.
Because everybody can
Uh,
sing it,
That's
but nobody
the
can sing it
Tell me
good.
one.
why.
Right?
uh,
Doing it?
Instead of singing, I'll play it on harmonica, and I do
yeah,
not
yeah.
have any
So,
points
in,
in performance, so this ought to be interesting.
um, so
Yeah.
in this
So
universe, they're not known
yes.
as the Backstreet Boys, just so
Okay.
Yes.
you know.
Right.
The
They are
Front Street Girl.
called the Back Alley Five.
Oh,
Um,
excellent. I'd like it this way by the Back Alley 5.
yeah, it's one that everybody knows once you start singing
Uh-huh.
it. But you
Yeah.
gotta get through like the opening verse of like, okay, we're still trying to figure this out. Oh, that's the song, and
Yeah.
Then
everyone
it's
knows
Tell
the
Me Why. Then
chorus.
it's Tell Me Why
Yeah.
drops.
Yeah.
So
Please explain.
Ain't
here
nothing but a heartache.
Please explain.
the
All
We're
right.
point
all trying
here
to do
is to be
dance.
humiliating, right? The point here
Yes.
is to suck.
Correct.
Yeah, we should
We're not
suck.
trying to be good
You're
here.
gonna try to
So
roll as low as possible, essentially.
Yeah.
can I didn't prepare this cantrip, but if you'll let me retcon it,
Okay.
maybe. I wanna as we're singing, cast Haunting Him and give everyone
I
psychic
will
damage
for
as I sing.
sure allow you to emergency swap out those two cantrips.
Perfect.
Literally
Okay.
kill the vibe.
You literally have to kill the
Absolutely.
vibe right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You better not kill the
This is the
groove.
order in which
Yeah.
we're gonna roll this.
All
Rainy,
right.
roll your performance check first to see how well you can play a harmonica.
All right. Probably not well.
And I can't believe
Oh,
for the
I
first
just-
time in Pathfinder history, we're rolling low. That's a 2. We're already off to 1 critical failure of the DC you need to hit to do
Yes.
well.
It's not even in the right. This harmonica is not
It's-
even the right key.
Yeah, it's not even
So
like
happy.
it's not. It's like barely. It's like okay, like as you begin singing, like he starts in the right area and then goes on his own song, but his own song is not even sounding good. But like I imagine Raid is getting super into it. Like it's like full line dancing while playing the harmonica, and it's just like
Like
this
his
ain't
upper body's not
Texas.
moving, but his legs are doing that kicking everywhere thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Western
It's
style
for-
dance.
Yeah, it's definitely like the Cotton Eye Joe dance, but like with a shitty harmonica playing over it
And the wrong song.
and the wrong song.
Like when
Okay.
kids get a harmonica
like
and they
camp-
breathe
it's
in
like-
and out of it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's Camptown Races, but he changed the tempo.
Okay.
Oh no.
There is no tempo.
Can I have everybody else roll performance checks?
Yeah.
The DC is essentially, in this case, would be raised due to the fact that Haunting Him is playing, thus making your performance worse.
Mm.
Nat
Somebody get a 20.
Okay.
Someone crit.
Wait. I'm gonna do something really heinous.
Are
Can
you
I
gonna
use a hero
point to Nat? You're gonna retcon Nat 20. First time on Lost Caravan history, we've actively wanted to sabotage a natural 20. Yeah, I'll allow it.
Correct. Thank you.
19. Okay, technically both fails. 17 is a
Whew.
failure. Okay.
Get rid of that crit.
Chlor,
Yep.
what? Can you roll a performance check for me to see how badly you guys could all
I
do
don't
together?
want to.
Listen,
You can
you
do
want to roll
it!
low, so it's
Yeah,
okay.
you want to kill those.
You want to kill the vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a +0 on it, so.
Even
Yeah!
better. Listen,
Good,
you'd have to
good,
hit a nat
good,
20
good.
in order to. He made
Yeah.
it a nat 20!
You had to open your mouth, James! You had to open your mouth! Yes, when I was throwing the dice!
Okay, we have 2 hero points. Or we have 1
Frame it
left.
If you want a hero
Two
point,
hero points.
another nat 20.
Or he's the one guy that's on key. Or he's the one guy that's on key and we're all just
This is the one strong
Which
kids
honestly
program.
makes the performance worse when one person's good and the rest of them suck.
Yeah.
It's super
Okay.
distracting.
So this is what happens in the context of the scene.
Yeah.
As the horrible harmonica is playing, that is not even on the right song, key, or proper dance. Like the acoustic guitar begins playing, you all start singing horribly. The lyrics aren't even right. Like you're doing that thing where in a
Nope.
song where you know the words, right? But like you kind of mix them up. So it's like, tell me why ain't no oh shit, no, it's the other line, it's the other tell me why part.
I started singing that now I can see that. No, that's later.
Yeah,
That's later.
And then it hits
The
that point
person
in the
singing it
song.
wrong. Person singing it wrong distracts the person who actually got it right, and they start going in the wrong direction because they think they're the one that's wrong.
Yeah. Chlor,
Can we just
it
all
is
sing
your
this,
solo. It is your time. You grab the mic, and during the bridge, you belt out all of the words properly on key. It is truly stunning that we cannot sing it without getting DMCA'd.
Yeah.
But we're gonna heavily imply it was the perfect bridge, only to be met with a very shitty chorus line at the end.
Discordant notes.
And like
Yeah.
Oh,
you
boy.
like, it's not even like the DJ at one point is trying to help you all by like playing just the instruments, like the instrumental to the music, but the haunting hymn is this low choir, very much like this church sounding choir music. It's like if the Halo theme was just perpetually shittier. So it's just like the worst clashing of it, and everyone at the club is looking at you and just all like, ooh, I don't know. It's just like you all like get like a million stares at you.
If
And
we
as
get
the
kicked
song-
off of this, worth it.
As we're like shouting, come on, like doing the like
Yeah.
to get everyone
Someone's
else to
trying-
do the
like,
hand
hype
waves.
man. Yeah. The song
Actually tries to pull someone on and they're fighting it.
Yeah.
Song ends, and you are all
The fish,
like,
they don't pull.
no applause, literally no applause, just so much dead silence to the point where the DJ walks up to you. Who has the mic last? Who like finished out the song is the real question.
I probably would have grabbed it to whisper
Oh.
one last curse into the
Mhm.
lyric.
Okay.
Yeah.
Walks up to Theta, like pulls the mic from you. Yeah, like literally fights you. Make an athletics check. Let's just see how well you
Okay.
can hold on to it.
Probably terribly.
The
This makes it
indignity.
even worse.
Oh, the indignity.
Oh my god!
Guys,
We
when
have combat later. We
screwed.
have combat.
Established dominance.
Save it.
Established dominance.
So upset.
Like you rip the mic back out from him, and he's just like, "Can I please have it back?"
No.
It's just everybody's hearing the DJ like pathetically cry for the microphone back. It's just a very firm no being constantly reverberated around.
I'm just whispering raspy curses into the mic.
Stupid motherfucker, I got you now, bitch.
Tap the right beat
Shut
behind it. It sounds
Bent him
industrial.
over.
It's just like until you give it up, he's just gonna like keep asking for it back.
Although my eyes and eventually relented over.
People start leaving.
Some people are leaving
boy.
the club at this point. Like he grabs the mic and he goes, sorry about that, everyone. We'll get right back to the best hits ever. And then there's still like an awkward silence as he has to go walk back to the DJ booth to go hit play on the keyboard. Eventually the music comes back. And the like standing at the edge of the booth is the cab folk just Regan just clapping. Like you clearly did your dat. he looks at all of you, like, as you guys, like, been, like, floating and flying your way back up to the booth. He goes, all right. You successfully did your end of the task. Now I'll give you your reward. The Hellhounds are operating out of a back lot of Siren's Harmony. Now, Siren's Harmony doesn't know about them. They think that they're just working the technical aspect of it. Like, they're doing a lot of tech work for them. But because it's Access Point Station, they could easily smuggle their mechs in and out. Now, granted, mechs are still really, really big. 50 to, like, 25 to 150 feet on average. But given how loud and how busy Access Point Station is and how common it is to kind of see mechs around here, especially if you're going to the arena, it wasn't that hard for them to slip in, get what they want, and operate in here. When you go, you're going to go to Siren's Harmony. Use the catchphrase, bubbling cauldron. I have a contact that knows that you're there. Like, that knows that you're trying to, like, find these guys. And I've paid them off to ask no questions. That being said, I would pull them to you. Put them in a situation where they're meched up, you're meched up, and you brawl. He, like, casts a little, like, hollow image map onto the table in front of you of access points, and he begins controlling this illusion. There is a place called Market Street. It is essentially the living quarters, like, area. It's like a full, like, city block. Very much like a futuristic New York looking block. He goes, the way Siren's Harmony works is that they're back to back with each other. So, if you say the code word to my associate, they're a gnome. Sorry, no. They're a young goblin. I'm sorry, I was looking at a gnome and I got my words confused. That's totally on me.
People have a
If
hard
you
time
say the
talking around.
word, that'll put them on alert to basically start blasting sounds to drown out the sound of mech combat. So this is like, that is your precaution to make sure that you don't get caught. Because if you get caught and arrested, I can't do anything for you. And that means you're going to still have to probably owe a favor to Captain Jane and maybe a few more to get busted out of jail. Any questions? Or I'm going to go get another drink.
No, I don't think I have any questions left.
All right.
That I asked any myself.
Exactly.
Okay.
When they throw us out of here, is it gonna hurt?
I don't think they're going to throw you out. Just more like politely ask you to leave. You probably go out 30 seconds before they actually arrive.
Okay.
So we go to your guy, we say the code word.
Then
You
I
get
would suggest
in.
meching up.
Mech up. Cool. Okay. Where are we gonna put our mechs when we go to this place?
You go to Siren's Harmony first, say the code word. That lets them know to prepare Siren's Harmony to not hear the combat, or however you decide
Gotcha.
to deal with this.
Mm.
It's basically to create an audience, like, barrier in between that so you can't get arrested. Because the guards know about Market Street, but they don't act on Market Street until they're forced to. It's like a
So we don't.
deal that the underworld has with the cops, where as long as you stay out of our stuff, we'll stay out of your stuff.
Mhm.
So that's where a ton of criminals live. But they will go down there, start fucking with you if they hear it. So if you don't go to Siren's Harmony, high chance they're going to hear that mech combat happening. You're not close enough to the arena where you can just blindly fight and not worry.
Got it.
Okay. So is it normal to just be able to like move our mechs around? Or is that like an array of suspicions, or is that like
You
illegal
can
or
move. You would know from previous, like, if you've worked a mission here, you know that the entire underground like underbelly is connected one way or another. So the hangar bay that your mechs are currently in will get you to Market Street. So you
We've
can
got the
move without
Disneyland
being,
tunnel.
yeah, it's Disneyland tunnel rules. So you know you can move without getting caught. But that means, like, moving's a lot quieter than firing or blowing up a mech.
True.
It's like, okay, a tank is loud, not as loud as a guided missile, like, impacting. Like, that's kind of like the difference you're playing here.
Okie dokie.
As that finishes out, he takes his drink, flies back down to the bar, still does the, like, I'm walking down, thing. When two really beefy orc guards come up to you, and they're like, all right, let's just go. All right, we don't need to put this up as a fight. Just party foul. All right, come back tomorrow. Hopefully everybody's forgotten about it. But we do need you to leave because you did technically steal from the DJ. And that's a party foul. If you didn't rock, and you didn't rock, you really killed everyone's vibe.
Yeah.
I believed I was doing quite well.
You were amazing. Like, you have true pipes on you. It's everyone around you that honestly was incredibly okay. But that killed the
As I,
vibe.
s- as I spent a lot of time studying the anatomy of living beings, I have a
To
little bit of knowledge of how thinking works on a biological level. Yes, I will usher my companions to go away, I suppose. They're being told to go away, so let's go.
Okay.
Alright, as you guys leave zero gravity or ushered out, we're going to go ahead and take a quick 5 to 10 minute break. We're going to come back with more as we start prepping for mech combat. So stay tuned, everybody, to figure out how we're going to deal with the Hellhounds. Goodbye for now.
Yes.
Welcome back, everybody, to Mechfinder Universe of Mech and Magic. We're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of assuming after we leave zero gravity, just so we don't have to do like a bunch of more role play interactions of just basically you guys go to Siren's Harmony, which is a theater house where you can go see all sorts of different plays. Today they are showing a play called The Masked Phantom. Uh, it is about this man who starts off one way, like presenting himself, but then begins to trade parts of his life away to the point where he's like donned on a new face, donned on a new mask. And it's like this very emotional melancholy of a man struggling to find like a meaning in life while giving up everything he once had. Um, but yeah, you say the phrase to the Goblin worker, and she's just like, "Oh well, I know exactly what I need to do," and basically starts like cranking up like all the music volumes go up, the actor like mics go up. You all synchronize your mechs. Um, just to give a little bit of a lore thing, because I like doing this with my one shots. All of you have a very unique way of synchronizing with mechs. Synchronization is the most important part of Mechfinder, in my opinion. It kind of follows specific rim rules a little bit, where you have to become one with your mech. It is connecting your body, body, and soul to your mech, and each process looks a little different. So, for example, um, for no complete reason. Zeth, you might have one that's a little bit more of a musical challenge, and you have to like play the notes in the right order in order for your mech to fully connect. All of these are like deeply personalized to the person for you to feel at one. Rain, you might have a 6-shooter in your hand, and you might have to like perfectly hit 6 bullseyes on several moving target, like one of those
Carnival
whatchamacallit,
games.
the yeah, like a carnival game almost. For Theta, you have a reminder of your pact, your deal that you have with
Ooh.
your patron. You're not very sure who that is. It is this mysterious force that grants you power and teaches you. It has granted you a familiar, an AI companion. Um, for Chlor, you undergo a series of analytical puzzles. And as you finish your last puzzle, not only does your mech come to life, an owl flies up and like perches, like a large, 25-foot metallic bird, like perches on your mech's shoulder, and like lets out like we're gonna go full anime transformation with it, where it like lets out like its giant wings. There's like a claw, and like if this is like an anime, like a little like sparkling light happens behind you. For Salix, your mech is unique in this case, where everybody else is made out of some sort of metal, or where Zeth has theirs emotion a lot to play with. Like a lot of theirs is like a deep feeling in a sense. Yours is made out of completely natural material because your mech comes from Prime Mech. Um and so you, as you sync with it, it's not more of a spiritual journey. Like it's not like, okay, these people all like my friends have to do tasks. It's more of like feeling at home in the earth and in the like in everybody else's cockpit. It's an omni like directional trackpad, so they can move around, they can like jump, they can do all this other stuff and still be fine. Yours is like completely made out of dirt and grass, which allows you to like feel connected not only with like the inner storm that's inside of you, but like all of nature itself. You actually can look up, and there is like a storm cloud that just hovers above the top of your, like the little dome that is your cockpit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You all synchronize into your mechs, and just as a reminder for the players, anything you do inside of your mech as your pilot, your mech performs the same actions. I know this because one time we had a guy throw up inside, and the only inside his cockpit, and the only thing that we saw as from the outside perspective was a finger up and then a mech leading over. So just as a reminder, anything you do is fully one-to-one translated. That is,
So don't pick your nose.
don't pick your nose. Don't do like a little like wave. Like I'm just reminding you. Um, you all make it to Market Street. It is. I'm gonna bring us to the scene itself. That way you all can see it. If anybody can't see it, I'm moving stream by the way in a second. But if anybody else on my player side can't see it, say something now before I make myself look like a fool when I hit transition.
I can see the
All
map.
right. All right, we're in a transition then. Okay. You are stepped outside of a series of apartments. Do you do anything as you approach? Because you are making noise by getting here, so it's just like, how much of their attention are you wanting to grab? Do you want to like force them out to you? What are we doing?
I'm a fan of kiting. I'm not sure how to do it. I'm looking at options.
So we're just going in through the front door.
Well, we were instructed to get them to bring the fight to us. No.
Well,
That was my understanding
perhaps
too.
yes, perhaps it'd be best if we follow that advice. It would be strategic if we are able to thin out their forces inside.
Then how do we
Hmm.
get them to come out to us?
Just make noise, I suppose.
Have we tried dropping a tree on their house?
Everything in my mech is 1-to-1, right?
Oh no.
That
What are you
fucking
doing?
harmonica's coming out. If you want to make
You on the
noise.
loudspeakers begin playing a harmonica. And roll me another
It's the
performance
death
check.
march.
Yeah.
If this nat
Watch it.
20s,
I'm gonna
I will
cry.
give you all a bonus to your initiatives.
Oh, bless you.
Oh, come on. Put that on my shoulders, Jesus.
Not a nat 20, 12.
No.
Still horrible in the context of this, as the harmonica sounds deeply distorted. And about 20 seconds later, several figures emerge from inside of the apartment complex, fully meched up.
It ain't pretty, but it's effective.
And you hear, "This is the Hellhounds. Stand down, or we'll make you stand down."
We found the right guys.
How about now?
Concise. I like
You
it.
hear that, boys? Killing time! I need everybody. We're gonna roll some initiative as we enter combat, as being told no is
Ooh.
not something they like to hear. So
Bad
I'm gonna go ahead
dogs.
roll my guys. You guys can roll yours. Okay. Ooh, some good rolls across the table. Zeth, you're the only one.
It's me. Hi, I'm sorry.
No. You're good. You're good.
No, it's me.
I'm trying to
If
find the
you-
button.
It's just more like if you need help. It is on the left side of your character, where it's like right underneath, like where it says low light, scent, imprecise. It's like
Oh, there.
initiative. You can click there.
Sam, he has silly head.
No worries. Listen, Foundry is stupid, and we love it for that.
So
It's amazing for Pathfinder players, in terms of automation, but the dice rolls are truly something else.
I'm sorry.
I'm
did
used
I
to the
roll?
Lancer character sheet, and I don't even know where
I
to
can do
find
it for
shit
you
on
if
that,
you want.
James.
That
Oh, I
way-
thought it had rolled. Go,
I
go.
don't see anything in the tracker.
There's Seth.
Here you go. You know what? We got it.
Yeah,
You got a
thank you.
24. That's a good job.
I kept clicking it. It wasn't doing anything.
Who are you missing?
Oh no, I was clicking and it wasn't doing anything. So.
No. Neop, you said something?
Oh, sorry.
No. I just saw a button that said roll initiative.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I guess.
Well, everybody has their initiative rolled. You know what that means. It's time for me to start hurting ya. No, it's not. Salix is up first because they had the highest initiative.
I'm dead last.
All right.
And there's nothing wrong with that. We still appreciate you.
Okay, so
Oh, I'll pause it. That way you can start
I'm
moving
looking at
on,
my options to cause problems.
as one should.
I think I would like to start this off needlessly theatrically.
That's how you should as well.
I would like to use Blazing Dive, which allows me to fly 15 foot straight up in the air, and then in a straight line to an empty space within 60 feet. When I land, it is a 10-foot emanation of just fire and searing hot wind.
So within 60 feet?
Within 60 feet.
So something like... Oh, that's the wrong mech. I knew that. I was testing if you knew that. So about here
yes.
would be
Don't
the
dare
most
it.
effective, like, range to get, like, a big burst off.
Yeah, then that's what I want to do.
Cast the spell in chat. That way I can start doing some reflex saving throws. 10-foot emanation is for sure getting these two people. Okay, so reflex save. We're gonna start with the the one with all the data around it. So that first one's a success. So they're
Okay.
going to take half damage. Let's see if the Guardian does better. They're a little bulkier, so that might not. That's a failure by 4. So Guardian's going to take full damage. The Eclipse Hacker is going to take half damage. And then something special is going to happen. Because I don't get to do it that often, and you triggered it.
That's so fair and so good.
All right, go ahead. Click roll damage, and we will love it.
I'll take
the
that.
Watchful Guardian is going to give resistance to the elite Eclipse Hacker as they activate their Guardian's protection. So they're going to make a strike at you for a nat 1, which is a critical miss on my first roll of the game. Sorry, not my first roll, my first attack roll of the game. So you don't get hit with an attack as the Guardian's distracted from taking all that fire damage. So Hacker's going to take half and then regain 6. And then we're going to plus 6. And then the Guardian takes all the damage. It's not doing well. I mean, it's doing well enough, but that hurt. Okay, that's 2 of your actions. I believe you still have 1 action left.
I do. Let me see. I'm going to
Just as a reminder, attack of opportunity is not a common thing for Pathfinder. So if you want to like blazing dive in and then like bump the fuck out, you can do that. That is 100%.
I think that's going to be the way to go. Where do I want to fuck off? Excuse me. Where do I want to head off to?
Oh, listen, we could say fuck, all right? Hoop's not here. All right? There's no one here to bully us into saying heckin' or darn it or whatever, all right?
Yeah, gummin'.
I must have missed that
You're
memo,
with the
Danny.
cool, like, GM uncle, all right, who allows you to say certain words that people like.
I'm not like the other moms. I'm a fun mom. I think maybe I want to back off to about here-ish. Keep my range options open.
Okay, I'm gonna say you have lesser cover due to the fact of the staircase blocking you a little bit. Actually, you're small. You have full cover, which is a +2 to your AC and to reflex saves against effects that come from like that direction.
I'm sorry, I lost audio on that. Could you repeat that, please?
You now have the benefits of cover due to the staircase, like the railing blocking sightline to your mech. So it's a +2 bonus to your armor class and a +2 bonus to your reflex saving throw.
Good, I need it.
The difference between like using the take cover action and just getting cover is you could hide as part of it, and then I'd have to roll some checks to like even try to hit you. That being said, it's the Gatling drone. Let me be clear.
Yeah.
It is a construct, not a mech. This is a drone.
Okay.
So it's following construct rules. Do with that information as you wish. It's gonna let out a Gatling spray. So it's gonna make 3 attacks. Salix, you're up first.
Yep.
So it's gonna make its first Gatling shot. That hits.
That'll hit.
With a 25 for 5 points of damage. That's the highest that guy can roll on damage.
Owie dowie.
Next will be against Clore. It's so far away that might miss. Yep. Let's see if we can outshoot Drifter in one last shot. That's a 2. That's a critical miss. That ends the Gatling drone's turn because that's all 3 of its actions to just open fire.
I might have something that gets triggered on someone's critical
You have
miss.
10 paces.
Yes.
So you have 10 paces. When you roll initiative, you get a +2 circumstance bonus to your initiative roll. Oh, we should have factored that in. Let me move you up.
I wasn't sure if it did it automatically or not.
Either way. Oh, you'd be in the same place because it's 26. So you're where you need to be. So we activate. So you have 10 paces. You can then draw your air repeater as part of this, so you don't have to spend an action to do it.
Yeah, I have quick draw anyway, so.
As the first action on your turn, you can step up to 10 feet as a free action. So you can if you spend the action to do it, you can move up to here. If you wanted, you don't have to.
Yeah, I will. Why not?
Love
Might
it.
as well use it.
Okay, you're
I
up 10
also have
feet.
something.
You got 2 actions left, and you got an air repeater.
All right. I also have something. What the hell is it called? Something
You have a
retort.
reload, Racketeur's reload, which lets you either create a version or demoralize.
Pistolero's retort. You're
You gotta be
wielding a
level 9
one-handed
to use
firearm.
that, unfortunately.
Ah, okay. Then why do they show it to me? That's just
Because
teasing.
it's part of the broader description for Gunslinger.
All right.
You do have other stuff like hit the dirt or like quick draw.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't need quick
You
draw.
got 2 pistols, right? Like are you doing? How many pistols do you have?
I don't.
Like
I think I just have the one.
Just have the one. Okay, you're good then.
Yeah.
All
right. So I double clicked him. And where is okay? Why did you?
Let's start the shooting gallery, so to say.
I think my mouse just died.
If you tell me who
mouse.
you want to try to shoot, I will automate.
I want to shoot the I want to shoot the Gatling dude.
The
and just
Gatling
unload on him.
drone. All right, let's see if you can outshoot
Yeah.
him. You have a plus 16 to hit with this. You are going to take a small penalty for being out of range. So you have a range of 30 feet. And I believe he's 60 feet away. So you're going to take a -2. Yeah, he's 50 feet. So you can spend another action to move up to your speed. Or here's what we can do. We can actually reset your movement. You didn't take that first 10 paces, but you instead moved up to your entire movement speed as your first action stride. I believe that puts you within 30 feet, so you're not going to take that penalty anymore. And you're now going to use it with no penalties.
Sounds good.
I rolled a 7, but you still hit because you're a gunslinger for a 23 with
Must still be feeling that whiskey.
Yeah.
for 6 points of damage. So that's one. That's 2 actions, and you have 6 in the barrel.
Yeah, I'm gonna take 2 more shots. I'm just gonna use all
so
3
you have 3
actions on shooting
actions.
that thing.
So you used 1 action to move, 1 action to shoot. That
Yep,
means you have 1
okay,
action
so
left
the
over. So you can
one
only
more
do one more
shot.
other
Yep.
shot.
Yep, that'll work.
So this is going to use your multiple attack penalty. That still hits with a +7 because you're you. So like Gunslinger's going to do what Gunslinger going to do for another 8 points of damage. Yeah. Gatling drone is not looking great. You're picking off the weakest target here. 20 sides to every story. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome to Mechfinder Combat. Just wait until it's my turn and I'm no longer eating bullets to show you that my monsters can do cool things. That's all 3 of your actions, and that's where we're gonna end.
You're lucky Dido isn't here.
Next up, we got a sniper.
Oh no.
Oh
yeah.
Shoot.
Actually,
yeah,
don't
that's
shoot.
plan, I think.
I want to see who's in range. Oh, perfect.
What?
They are going to. I want to see. Oh, even better. I can see the bard from back here. Zeth hit with a sniping shot.
Leave me alone.
Don't answer. Wait, no.
Guys. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's only a nat 1 to hit.
Yes.
I'm okay.
They are gonna use. God, that would have been such a cool shot if it worked.
Really
running
cool.
reload.
Villain point.
Do I have a villain point? Did somebody give me a villain point?
Not. I don't remember.
You got a +1 to a roll, a hero roll.
That's not gonna do anything.
Wait, no. There's no villain point.
There's no hero point and villain points on the.
All right. Well then,
Oh.
I'm just gonna use running reload. They're gonna reload their railgun, and move up. So, from your perspective, Zeth, you see a line of blue, like right above your head, and destroy some rubble behind, like where we can't see the map. And then they run up to the back of this little staircase edge. That is going to end their turn. That's all 3 of their actions. Brings us to the hacker. Ooh, oh, I could do so many mean things with a hacker. They're going to activate obscuring protections. So you see their physical form begins shaking and moving. It's like as if there was like dozens of them moving at the same time.
Relatable.
That's one action. Our second action. Ooh, that's weird. Hold on 1 second. Ta-da! There we go. I don't know why Sam got lost, but we found them again. All right, second time this has happened. But you know what?
Hiding.
Listen, that's how bad the Nat 1 was. We had to hide you literally in game and in stream.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay, so that's their first action. Their second action is I think I could actually get all my hacks off from here.
What the-
Yes.
Oh, it just
20, 30
disappeared.
feet.
Where did it go?
He's
It's
hacking.
It's hacking.
He's in the mainframe.
No.
Drifter, I'm sorry to have to do this to you, but this is funny. I need you. You're gonna make a DC 24 will save. If your mouse is still not working, I can do it for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
need you to do that for me.
I'm
Give me
all
1
right with
second.
that. You're gonna roll. That is a success. So you're gonna move where I say. You move 5 feet in a direction chosen by the hacker. You're gonna move back 5 feet. Now you're out of range on some of your shots. Haha.
Shoot.
And then we're gonna hit Salix with a corrupting sink. So we're gonna
So fair,
corrupt your
so valid.
sink. We're gonna try to hit you with a stupefied. So I'm gonna make a
Okay.
deception check
No.
against your will DC. So this is your will modifier plus 10. Go
So
ahead and tell me what
23.
that is. I nat
Yeah.
20.
Oh my
Shit.
god.
Ah, heck you.
So you are stupefied 2 for 3 rounds. That means whenever you cast a spell, you're going to have to make a check, DC 5 flat check, and that's going to determine whether or not the spell happens or not. You are also taking a -2 penalty to your spell attack rolls and spell saves, spell save DCs. Don't worry, all that's
Amazing.
automated. I'm just letting you know. It hit
Okay.
you with a very mean condition.
On the spellcaster too. That's so rude.
Listen, I moved the gunslinger away so they're no longer in range of my friend, and then I hit you with the anti-spellcaster. And I'm the
listen.
bad guy? Like
Yeah.
what?
Of course you are.
Yes.
Makes sense.
It's
okay,
absolutely correct, and I hate it.
You're both now affected with the latent virus. That is going to bring us to Zeth. It is your turn.
All right. And Theta goes after. That's all we guys. So Zeth is going to look at Theta and cast haste
Ooh. Okay.
to get
So
the quickened condition.
yeah, you can only
Use
use
extra
this.
action.
Yeah, so you can use this extra action to either stride or strike. Given that
Okay.
you're a spellcaster, most likely striding to stay away from things. All right,
Mhm.
that's 2 of your actions. You have 1 left.
Yes, I'm gonna use that to let's see here. I'm gonna see if I can keep. There we go.
Perfect.
Over there.
All right, so you're gonna take some partial cover against
Mhm.
the Gatling drone. The sniper still has a line of sight on you, but the hacker you're slightly
The
obscured
hacker.
from them.
That's all I wanted.
Okay, perfect. That's a good opener round for you. Watchful Guardian. Oh yeah, we don't. We're gonna activate Watchful Sensors. So it's gonna activate that. All of the Watcher's Guardian's allies gain a +1 status bonus to AC until the start of its next turn. So all of them are getting a little bonus to their armor class. And then they're gonna do a Guardian's Charge at I'm so sorry for this. We're gonna go right up to here to Theta, and we're gonna make a strike.
Why?
Because I'm such a bad person.
Jeez.
It's okay. It's only a plus 14 to hit, and you're a spellcaster, which is incredibly easy to hit. That's a critical hit for...
Oh.
It won't be that much damage. It's only 30 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Oh Jesus!
What?
Holy
Listen,
shoot!
you only have a maximum of 51 HP. It's okay. Listen, you survived the first hit, right?
Boy,
Shoot!
One hit. I might not survive another.
I'm beginning.
Listen,
Does it
I'm
have
listen,
beginning
any
to
medical
see.
stuff?
it's okay. Listen. You're playing a mech game, all right? I've seen enough
Mhm.
Dustgrave to know this is just a curse that happens with
Stop.
Dustgrave crew members.
You know, it.
That's
I'm starting
that's
to
fair.
see where the. I'm starting to see where the resentment comes from. Like,
Yeah, see?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Okay, that's
So
gonna end
rude.
its turn because that's all of its
Ugh.
actions. That does bring us to Theta. Theta, you
Yeah.
feel this pain as like a blazing fire is like cut up your torso
Awesome.
in your mech. It is your turn. You have
Okay.
3 actions and then a special action that you can only use to move it a strike. And just as a reminder, attack of opportunity is not a common thing. So if you want to just move around the battlefield without having to proc certain reactions, that is 100% a thing you can do. If like moving away is something you want to try.
Okay. Okay. So I think. So I can start off by using that special action to move about 30 feet away.
Yes. You can move
Okay,
up to your
great.
speed. So what is your
Great.
what is your speed? I believe
Is it 30?
you have.
Let me see.
Are you 30 feet? You are 30 feet. God damn, elves are fast.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can move.
nice.
So basically, as one action, you can get up
Yep.
to there.
Perfect.
Perfect. You have 3
Uh,
actions left.
Great. I'm gonna try to retaliate against this guy. I want to
Do it.
cast. I want to cast Invoke True Name.
Okay. You actually. This is something. A little bit of a meta thing. You know
Okay.
this person's true name already.
Amazing.
This is
Oh.
the leader. This is Yarov Wekdar.
Okay.
The leader of the
Yarv
Hellhounds.
Wekdar.
So you actually already know their name and thus don't need to make any. Normally, when people take the spell, because
Yeah.
invoke true names is an optional rule. We're not going to worry about that. Typically, I have them
Okay.
roll society checks to see if they can figure out their real name. You already know
Right.
it, so you can cast it without any problem whatsoever. So go ahead and click cast for me. So it's just in the chat.
Incredible.
So they are off guard until the end of your current turn. So that means if you're gonna do any spell attack rolls, or they're gonna take a -2, and they take a
The
circumstance.
saving throws against
Ouch.
So I
Yeah.
can
All
I
right.
can do that and then cast Phantom Pain, and they would have to make their will save at a
-2
negative
penalty.
2. Okay.
In addition, the first time this turn, the target takes damage from one of your spells. It has a weakness to the damage equal to double the rank of Invoke True Name. So if it
Sweet.
deals damage, it takes an extra 6.
Great.
Okay, Phantom Pain. It does deal damage, and we gotta make a will saving throw. Let's see how we do. Okay. It fails actually because of the
With the
-2
negative 2.
circumstance penalty. So it's gonna
Sweet.
take full damage.
Ooh.
And so go ahead and click roll damage, and then I'm gonna apply all the other effects onto it. That's 4, but hey, it's an extra 6 on top of that because you invoked his
extra
true
6.
name. And then on top of all that, they take 1d4 persistent mental damage. So at the end of their turn, they're gonna take an additional damage. This is where the spell gets really mean.
Yep.
And they are
And they're
now
also
sickened 1.
sickened. That's sick, bro.
That's going to. That's all 3 of your actions.
I'll end my turn.
Okay, that is a good place to end your turn. Ooh, nasty opening. Occult, so mean. All right, Clor, your inventor. What do we got here?
One question: how far away am I from this guy? Yeah, hacker.
The The Guardian is 20 feet away from you. The Hacker is 55 feet away from you.
All right. What can I do as a hacker again?
So you're an inventor. So you
It's an inventor,
can
yeah.
use the overdrive action, which will boost the damage your construct companion does whenever it makes attacks, equal to
the
your
construct.
intelligence modifier. Yeah, because you chose construct as your thing. So basically, you're gonna boost your companion essentially.
Yeah.
So your action economy is gonna look something like overdrive. Command your command Albert to go do attacks. So they'll get 2 actions where they can go make an attack. And then you would have 1 action left over if you wanted to move, do a skill action, something like that.
Okay, so I'm gonna go overdrive.
Okay.
Where's the action?
So you're gonna overdrive. I need you to make a crafting check for me. This is gonna determine how good of an overdrive you do.
Hero point.
We watch.
You have 2 hero points. It's okay. Listen, you rolled
You
one
can't
nat
fool
20.
Forge.
You gotta roll one nat 1. It's
Yeah.
the laws of the universe. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them.
I'm gonna use that
the
hero
roll
point.
is always bad. When it's
Okay,
a
go
nat
ahead.
20, it's bad.
There we go.
There
That's a
we
critical
go.
success. You get the critical effects of overdrive to your Albert. So I'm gonna go ahead and give them the effects of a critical success. Albert is now charged up.
So second action, command it.
Okay, they have 2
Now-
actions now. You can have them. Basically, they're construct companions, so all they can do is really attack and be immune to a ton of damage.
So what's the attack of the construct companion again?
So they have 2 unarmed attacks. The first one deals 1d8 bludgeoning. The second one deals 1d8 slashing. So it has a talon and then like a ram attack.
All right. So it's gonna do the talon one.
Okay, it's gonna open up with its talon. Can I make a suggestion? Open up with the ram and then do the talon attack, because the talon attack has agile as one of its traits, so it's a lower attack penalty under second attack.
Okay, I didn't know that.
No, you're
Be
good.
done.
Okay, so let's see.
So yeah.
The first one that you get is a successful hit against the Guardian. So the ram attack works. They take 15 points of damage. Ow.
Yes.
And the second one is a talon attack at a multiple attack penalty, which still hits the Guardian. What the hell?
Yes, Albert.
IAC. For additional
Albert, you MVP.
Yeah.
You all see that the Guardian like strode over, like cut into Theta, and then is immediately getting hit with like curses. It's just getting sliced up. You still have 1 action left, Chlor, if you want to take it.
Oh my God.
And as one last action, Chlor will wait, can he shoot? Yeah.
Do you?
Oh no,
you
I
can
cannot. I
draw-
have to draw.
Yeah,
I
you
have
can
to draw the
use an
hammer gun.
action. Okay, yep.
He will use an action to draw the. What?
There it goes. There it goes. It's good. It's good.
There you go.
We got it.
And next turn he'll be ready.
Okay.
It's because it has multiple grips, so it's weird.
Yeah, technically it's 2 actions to double hand it, but I kind of like wave that away pretty quickly.
It's
Okay. That brings us back to the start of round 2. Okay, Salix, you're stupefied too. What would you like to do?
Well, I've been sitting here debating because if my flat check is 7, then there's basically a 1 out of 3 chance at least that my spells fail. However, my alternative is walking up to them and whacking them with a big stick, because my main weapon is a staff, which
Yep.
I'm not confident in.
Hit it
So,
with a stick has been working for humans for like 2 million years. So
I mean, that is true.
Watched
That
a
is
lot of
true.
branches fall.
What do you want to do?
It's okay. I think I'm gonna, and actually I'm just checking my spell real quick because I'm thinking I do want to cast glass shield, or try to cast glass shield, then approach the Gatling, attack the Gatling.
Okay. Go ahead and click cast. It will automatically determine. Okay, you successfully cast it.
Awesome.
So you gain the effects of the glass shield.
Excellent.
Ignore that second roll.
Okay.
That was just to make sure I had it in chat.
Gotcha.
You have glass shield up.
Okay. And
One
we
action
are
to
going.
move.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead
Yep.
and move yourself, and then.
Oh, thank you. And we will roll an attack with my handy dandy stick.
Love it.
Dandy stick.
That's a 21. That is a successful attack against it.
Oh!
Go ahead and roll some damage. This thing is a level
God.
1 compared to you guys, so like it wouldn't take a ton to kill it down. Oh, you have no strength modifier. That's why it does no extra
I have no
damage.
strength modifier.
Actually,
I'm a
roll it.
spellcaster.
Wait, roll damage again. You should have a striking rune on this. So roll another die.
Oh, you're right. Hang on a sec.
I'll fix this in the background. Oh,
I'm sorry.
Nope,
That was wrong.
you're
I
good.
gave myself damage.
Yeah, go one chat up and where it says damage.
Yeah, I found it.
There it is. I undid your damage for you, so you don't have to worry
Thank
about that.
you.
All right,
Big
it's
praise.
definitely not feeling good.
Excellent.
That being said,
That is turn. Yep. Now it's
spray
his
and
turn.
pray,
God.
everybody.
Bring
Spray
it.
and pray.
Bring it. I dare you to shoot anything but me.
Nat 1 against you. All right, let's see if we can shoot Drifter.
Wait.
That's a critical miss.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
And
yeah, I've got that poncho on, and the center of my mech is very thin. It's you don't know what you're shooting at.
Yeah, and Chlor, you're the last one.
Oh!
That's a miss with a -9.
Miss, baby!
Spray and pray is just not working.
Don't touch this. Meow, 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 meow.
All right,
Man, you
Drifter.
were right. The power of big stick is compelling.
Well, Drifter saw that beast step up to his teammate and unleash unholy hell, so he's gonna do that pivot on one heel gunslinger thing and just kind of start fanning the hammer back.
Love that.
Yes!
Okay.
Pumping lead into that son of a bitch. I got my mouse working
You got
again.
your mouse
so
back? Okay.
Oh, good.
yeah. So I should be. Where?
Yep, you're
where
well within
do the
range.
attacks
So
live?
open up your sheet in the actions
Actions.
tab. That is where your +1
Yep.
striking air repeater is going to be. And don't worry, I'm tracking the amount of rounds you have in there.
That
That's
was
still a
almost
hit.
nat 20, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's the
We
third
take
round.
those. We
Listen,
take those.
Gunslinger is all about crit fishing. So the more we fish for it, the better it is. Hey, that's
That's true.
7 points of damage from you. That's pretty good.
Very good.
All right, you still have 2 actions left. So if you want to keep shooting,
I'm just pumping lead into him.
So, yep, you already multiple attack penalty. That's good. Go ahead and click roll damage for me as the second attack hits.
23
4.
with the multiple
That's
attack
pretty
penalty.
solid.
Listen,
Oh.
it's so mathematically in Jason's favor that it's
Yeah.
not even fun. All right.
Yeah.
Jason, you sneeze on this thing, it dies. All right, it's literally at 1 hit point.
All right, I'm gonna go after it again. 18.
That is still a hit.
Oh my
because
god.
it was
Yes!
hard. And
Nothing
that's a
like the
dead
damage.
guardian. As it cuts,
Yes.
it gets hit with like all these attacks. It's like one of those like Overwatch Cassie moments where you just like unleash the hammer against its back, and you just see like 3 explosions up the line as it like falls forward. That's your entire turn.
I do the
now.
gun twirl.
Yeah. I love
As
it.
you deserve.
All right. Sniper's gonna go. All right, we're gonna shoot Drifter. I'm sorry, it's just gonna happen.
Drifter's a problem.
Sniping shot is up. That's 2 actions. And I missed by 1!
No!
Yes!
Oh no!
And its last actions to reload. That's all it's gonna do. Okay, hacker. I've already infected.
Caravan.
See, how many more status conditions do I want to throw on Salix? Salix, go ahead. Make a DC 24 will saving throw for me real quick.
I'm just a little guy.
It's okay. It's gonna be all right.
Is it?
14.
Is it?
It's a critical failure.
I'm
Can
hero
I
pointing
do
that.
a reaction?
Ooh,
What's that?
yeah. What reaction?
Counter performance?
This is
Saving
unfortunately
throw?
not that kind of a check. Oh, wait, hold on.
It's
If
an
it was
auditory or
corrupt sync,
visual effect.
If it was corrupt sync, it would be. This is not a visual effect, though.
Dang it.
Corrupt sync is where counterperform would work because that is a deception check against it.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, it unfortunately still is a critical failure, and that means
I
you
want to
20
hero
feet-
point it though.
Oh, you want to hero point it? Go ahead and hero
I
point
do
it.
want to hero
then,
point it.
Before
right.
I start doing whatever the hell I want, because I'm my hacker, which is basically James's excuse to do literally anything to players.
There you go.
28. That's a success. You only move 5 feet, and I just move you 5 feet a little bit more into the open and away from my friend.
Aww.
Uh,
Time to hit you with a stick.
I don't know how mean I feel like being.
Just, I'm assuming no, but I'm just asking just in case. My glass shield has no effect on that, I assume.
No, because that's not a damaging effect. That's
right.
Okay.
Just thought I'd ask. Just thought I'd ask.
Let's power down your Let's power down your mech. I need you to make a DC 24 will saving throw.
What DC?
24 will.
Got this.
That's a 10. It's for a 16. That is a failure. You fall unconscious.
Amazing.
If you take any amount of damage, you automatically wake up. Let me give you the unconscious condition.
I mean, honestly,
you pass out.
Yeah, honestly, running out of acting like a fool, that was bound to happen.
Yep. So
Jesus, so many.
You are instantly hit with this like drowsy effect as they hit you with a sleep spell, and everybody you see Salix fall completely backward.
Oh no.
Not responding to anything. Zeth, you're up.
Gosh. All right. So our little leaf friend just fell over. And Theta, you've like taken 30 damage, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Theta got wrecked a little bit.
Yeah.
Little
All right.
Stepped right up into her grill.
I'm gonna cast Soothe at a heightened level 2 on Theta. Do I have to drag this over to them?
No, you can just I could put it on for you. That
Thanks.
way you don't have to worry about it. All right, soothe this up. Go ahead and roll some healing.
Okay. Look at button.
God, I love Pathfinder Combat so much. This is just such a great game.
Sorry.
Nope, you're good.
There
Here
we
you go. I'll roll it for you. Oh no, we're all gonna roll it together.
Got it.
Whatever the higher amount is. Whatever the higher amount is. 24. Congrats, you get that many back.
Actually, I think both were the same. No, they were
one's
not.
19. All right, that's two
I like
of
the
your
24.
actions.
Yeah.
You got one action
And you
left.
also gain a +2 status bonus to saving effects, mental. Last action.
Action. I gave you my heels the very next day.
The very next round, the game took him away.
I want to like move over to friend. Here. Moving. Oh, move, not measure. I'm trying to move
constant.
closer to
Uh,
our Leshy friend.
Like there?
Thank you. Yes. Let me take.
Okay. That's all 3
And that's it.
actions. Alright, Theta. You got 4 actions, one of them being a stride.
Amazing.
Your guy just went down.
Yes. The drone that attacked Zach can drones be? Where was I? Wait. Can
You're
drones
all the
take
way
mental
back here.
damage?
No, they
yes.
can't.
They cannot.
They are immune to all mental effects.
Oh, okay.
They
So
are
Evil Eye
drones.
won't really work on them.
Okay.
You could evil eye the hacker though.
The hacker's safe and available. The sniper is as well.
Yeah.
Aim for the hacker.
I'm going to get a little bit closer to actually, let's see. How far am I? 55. Okay. I'm going to get 25 feet closer. There.
Okay.
Probably,
Yeah, go ahead. I'll let
there.
you like hurl over the thing without needing any check.
Oh, okay, great. I'm going to cast Evil Eye on the hacker.
Okay. Go ahead and cast that to chat for me. Alright, that's
Bitch,
a
you
will
dare.
saving throw against a mental effect. So I gain a little bit of a bonus. That's a success.
Okay.
That's it. That's all that happens. It's
It
not
still
immune
gets
to the
sickened?
effect. Nope, it's not sickened. It's
No?
only sickened on a failure.
Right. Okay.
Target
Got
becomes
it.
sickened 1 if it fails a will saving throw.
Is there an
What's
effect
always
on?
nice is like
I'm
you
gonna-
can there's no attack spell, so like if you want to
Oh,
just
but
keep
you have
like
a hero.
spamming
You
it.
have a
Yeah,
hero point though.
I'm gonna go
maybe.
ahead. Ooh, I do have a hero point.
Hero point wouldn't work for me
Because
re-rolling.
they can't. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Reroll for me.
Boo.
Got it.
You still have 2
Fine. Then I'm
actions
just
left.
gonna toss an agonizing despair at it.
That I do like the sound of. Go ahead and cast that for me.
Hey.
Another mental saving throw. That is a success. However, still frightened 1 on a failure,
Okay.
and they also take half damage. So
Okay.
damage is on the board. Okay, so that takes 6 points of mental damage. Ouch.
All right.
Oof.
Cool. That'll be my turn.
That is your turn. That's all 3 actions. Clor, you're up.
All right.
I'm not gonna
And
worry
I
about
take an action.
overdriving anymore because
Yeah.
because you have it for 1 minute now. So that's like the
Yeah.
rest of that.
So can I give it the construct the order to go attack this sniper?
Yeah.
Or how far away can it move?
40 feet, and it has a movement of 25. It can spend both of its actions, like it could spend its turn basically getting to them.
Okay. And then
You have
Chlor
2
will
actions
take.
remaining.
Yeah. Chlor. Does Chlor's gun reach the hacker? If I shoot, shoot them.
Range increment of 60 feet. I believe that is just within range.
Yeah.
Yes, you can start unloading some attacks.
Which one is the gun attack?
It is the top one.
The
plus
14.
Yes.
Okay. Roll.
Ouch. 28 is gonna hit. Go ahead and roll some damage.
And some damage.
For 7 points of damage. Not bad. Alright. Damage is damage. We love damage in this house. You have another action if you want, so you could do a second shot. I don't know. Let me check if it's reload. Oh, it's reload 1. So you can use another action to reload. That way you can shoot again next round if you wanted.
Yeah. What other stuff can he do? No,
You
that's
can move,
that's.
Yeah, you don't need to haphazardly repair yet, and you don't need to explode yet. So I would say move, demoralize. Actually, you might be a little too far away to demoralize.
I think he's gonna stay. Yeah, I think he's gonna stay back and reload.
Reload it is. That brings us to the start of round 3. Salix, you're unconscious. Good night.
I'm snoozing.
You
Is there
haven't-
any kind of role I can do to try to wake up, or am I just like out cold for this one?
Let's check the wording. The spell doesn't prevent. Oh, so you can make perception checks on your turn. So go ahead and make me a perception check against this. I'm gonna say the spell DC of this spell to wake up.
Okay. No, I'm snoozing.
You can use all your I'm gonna rule cool this, so you're gonna use all 3 of your actions to just keep
Okay.
trying to wake up. So first one's a
Okay.
fail. Second one's a fail.
But not as bad of a fail.
Oh, because you're
That's
taking
broke.
-4. Wait, hold on. You're taking -4 penalties for being blinded for some reason. So the
Because
first
I'm
one's
unconscious, so I'm
fail.
blinded.
Second one's still a fail. Third one's still a success, though. So you are
Okay.
awake. You are no longer unconscious.
Excellent. But I am prone in the middle of the battlefield and stupefied.
Yes, but the good news is your stupefied value goes away because it's been the end of 3 turns.
Yo! Excellent.
Gatling drone, who's at 1 hit point,
Mhm.
is going to start unleashing its attacks. Sorry, not sorry.
Mhm.
You're on the ground. This is the one chance
Yeah.
we can have to be effective.
No,
Yeah,
that's
we're
fair.
effective.
Yeah, that's correct.
Second one against Zeth, who has a partial bonus to their thing. Nat 20 does not going to matter for that. So, Zeth, you take 10 points of damage, and the Drifter... Actually, no, Theta's going to get it next, because like I haven't had a chance to shoot you yet.
Wait,
Mhm.
I just took damage for Chlor. I'm sorry. Don't know
No,
how that
you're
happened.
good.
Oops.
It's a good teammate.
Theta.
There you go, Chlor. That's for
There you
you.
go. Theta takes the
Team
10
effort.
yeah. No, Theta... It missed against Theta,
Yeah.
so Zeth should be... Sorry, I misheard the wrong voice. So, I'm making sure damage is tracked properly. Zeth took the 10. What did... And then Salix should have taken 4
Correct.
for the one shot. That ends this guy's turn. Drifter's turn.
All right, so I'm gonna use Raconteur's Reload. So I essentially I use an Intimidate check to create a diversion while I reload my gun. I'm gonna use it on the boss.
The Eclipse. Actually,
So
you
I'm
already
gonna.
killed the boss, to be clear. It was the Guardian. You just murdered the
Oh,
fuck out of
okay.
him. This is the lackeys that just, like, they carried a hacker with them.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm going after the hacker then
Okay.
with it.
He's
Um,
he's not the boss, but he's the Dwight Schrute to the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's assistant to
manager.
the boss.
Yes.
yeah, he's the one that does the actual work.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make an intimidation check for me.
All right. Did that go through?
It's in the open hand thing. I did not see anything go through.
All right. Must be looking right past it. There it is. Roll. I'm gonna say you won't be
That's
the
gonna
last
no.
bell got put down.
And I'm gonna say you spend the rest of your turn reloading. Because it takes 3
Well,
actions to
I
technically
think-
reload. Because it's a magazine.
I'm sure I don't have.
Because basically you still have to spend 3 whole actions. You're just basically doing that. Like, you're trying to fuck with him as you're doing it.
Okay.
So that's your turn, but now you're fully reloaded, so you have all your shots back. Basically, it
All right.
sets you up for next turn. Sniper, Albert. I'm gonna take a penalty because you're too close to me. Yeah, that hits. Albert will probably live. It's only 12 points of damage. Albert, take the damage. There you go. Albert lives. It's going to use one action
Take it,
to
Albert.
move to down here. Actually, no. Hold on. What do I actually... I take that back. It's going to try to back up a little bit. And it's going to take a shot at Drifter. That barely hits for a +0. You're gonna take
Now
17
hold on.
points of damage. Oh, you got hit
I've
the
got
dirt.
something as a reaction called hit the dirt. Yeah. Creature you can see
You
attempts
leap.
a ranged strike.
Gain a +2 circumstance bonus. So you leap. So which way would you like to move? Forward or back? Or to the side? Which way would you like to go? Because you can move 2
I'll leap
spaces and
up the stairs. Yeah.
Okay,
I'll leap
so
up the
you're
stairs.
now
Yeah.
prone. However, that attack misses you.
All right.
So you're not gonna
That's
take
so
damage. So
cool.
it means you just have to spend an action to stand up on your next turn.
Okay.
That ends their turn. Sets up the hacker. The hacker. Let's let's shut down another mech. Why not? Hey, Drifter. Hey, we're gonna
You
paralyze
bastard.
you. I need you to
Okay.
make a DC 23 will saving throw.
All right. So Will is right here.
That's a nat
Oh.
1.
Ooh,
You really want to do
fuck.
this? Do you have a hero point?
Do I have a hero roll?
Everybody has
I
2.
haven't used
I
any.
feel like you haven't
Yeah, you
used
started
any.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you can re-roll
okay.
it.
Because that was about as bad as you can get.
Literally.
That's
27.
better.
Okay. That's good. That's a success. So you're not paralyzed, you're just stunned.
Okay.
So that
Just a
means
little
you
bit
lose 1 action on your
surprised.
turn and you can't use reactions, but that's okay.
Okay.
1
Winded.
action left. Let's move a little bit. There we go. Yeah, now I can hit more people with my stuff. Okay, Zeth, you're up.
All right. I am going to take one action. Oh, yeah. One action, move over to there. And then. Oh, shoot. I'd have to draw.
What are you trying to do? Maybe I can help
I'm-
out.
I'm trying to fire at this guy, but I don't think I've actually, drawn my weapon.
Yeah, I could say you take 1 action, draw it, and then you still have an action left.
Okay. Okay.
All right, go ahead and shoot the plus 10 for a 29. That's a critical hit. It's dead. You can roll damage for shits and giggles. I don't care. Let's see how dead it is. That's a lot of dice for 36 points
What?
of damage. It is off the map.
Super dead.
That's gonna end your turn because that's all 3 of your actions.
I just had to really, really kill it.
All right, Theta,
Appreciate
you're
it.
up.
We're in max. Does a touch spell still work?
Yep. So you gotta go touch. You gotta touch them, but you can do it.
Fine. I'm gonna rush up to the hacker. I'm gonna cast Vampiric Feast on him.
Go ahead and cast Vampiric Feast.
Sweet.
Good job targeting that.
That's a lot of dice.
Okay, so it's 66, and I believe I have to make a Fortitude saving throw first. Let me.
Do you? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
There we
okay.
go. No, it's okay. I got it. Don't worry.
Okay.
And it gets no bonuses to this.
Great.
That's
Amazing. Perfect.
A
Wonderful.
failure. So it's gonna take full damage, and you gain
Awesome.
half of whatever they get in temporary hit
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
So, oh wait, hold on. No, it should not be half of that. It should be full, all 27 damage, and then you gain half of 27, so you gain 13 temporary hit
13.
points, which I will give to
Sweet.
you right now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, that's 2 of your actions. You have 1 left.
Yeah, I'll just use my last action to cast Evil Eye on him.
Okay, go ahead and cast Evil
I can
Eye.
level set.
If you can cast it to chat, thank you.
Okay.
Will.
How many rounds are 1 minute? Because are they still hasted?
Oh yeah, they're gonna be hasted until the end of combat.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
she
okay.
moved though, didn't she? So
Success.
that was
I've been
a
Oh, yeah,
move.
you
A
did.
two.
Okay.
movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ignore
All right,
me.
so they're
Oh, you're
okay. They're not evil-eyed.
Fine.
But
fine.
whenever you cast or sustain, your familiar thing activates, which we're gonna pretend your familiar is with you your whole time.
Yeah.
They can't lower their frightened value below 1, so they have to keep
Oh.
with that penalty.
Sweet.
All right, that is
Alright.
Chlor.
It's me turn. Action to order the How are you called? Oh wait, no. Let me see something. I wanted to know. When choosing the items, there was something called an electro cable.
Let me see in your pack what that
It
does.
says it's usually used to cut a thin straight line through metal.
Within thin precise anything the cable touches. This would take a little bit to set up. This is a lot of actions to do. I'm just telling you right now.
All right.
It's not a bad
Uh,
idea, but I'm just telling you, like, for the sake of your sake, like,
yeah. I wanted to know if it could be done. Definitely.
If you do want a recommendation, if you command Albert, they can fly right here, making
Mhm.
the Eclipse hacker off guard, thus
Mhm.
lowering their AC again to do attacks.
Oh, because they are getting flanked.
Yeah, because they're getting flanked.
Move. Order the Albert to move there and attack.
Okay, let's see. How well does Albert do with our little ram
Come on,
attack?
Albert. Come on, buddy.
Would you like to use your hero point to reroll that?
My last hero point.
Yes, or we keep the nat one. Up to you.
No, go ahead.
Okay, that's your second hero point. That is a hit because of
Much
the frightened and off guard. For 8 points of damage, for 16 points of damage, actually.
Yes.
Ouch! Whittling this guy's HP away.
Wow.
Now,
Clifford, that's still 2 actions left to you.
shoot. I'm gonna shoot them. Shoot him. Shoot him
Okay.
dead.
Okay, go ahead and...
And we reloaded last one.
So go ahead with the plus 14. Make your strike. That's gonna miss. One action.
You.
One action left.
One action left. I don't want to make the thing explode because it's close to allies.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
That is a
much
small
do you
risk you
like
run
us?
to cause it to explode.
I mean, are we?
and it takes 2 actions. Oh, never mind. It takes 2
So you
actions.
have to do it on your next turn to do it. Don't worry. You can explode
I'll reload
something
again.
else.
Reload again.
Alright, that's a reload from you, bringing us to start of round 4. Salix, you're up.
Okay, what do we got here? That sniper is untouched. That hacker who has been the bane of my existence
I will give
today.
you a hint. If you take out the hacker, the sniper will flee. Because all of his allies are dead, and he likes to live.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then,
These aren't stupid creatures. If it sees that it's a losing fight, like, they're right now banking on the fact that the hacker's still alive. Like, that is what's happening.
So I'm going to stand first
Okay,
off.
one action. You are no longer prone.
And I'm going to. Oh God, where did it go? Hang on. I'm going to cast out a lightning bolt on the hacker.
Yes.
I'm gonna need a reflex save from him, please.
Okay, cast it to chat for me.
Yup. Hang on one sec. There we go.
Gets no bonuses from this. That's a failure. For a 17, it's gonna take full damage. Go ahead and roll.
Oh my lord.
That's a lot of high numbers. It's still alive, but oh my god, is it not looking happy? Ouch.
And a 2 action spell and a move. That's my turn.
That's 3 actions. Good job there as you
Yep.
pull
Yump
down
'em.
lightning into him.
Thank
All
you.
right, Drifter, you have 2 actions. You're prone. So if you stand up, that's
Stand up
one.
and shoot him.
All right, go ahead and make one attack.
Oh my lord.
23? Because it's frightened. That hits.
Yeah.
Look at this teamwork going on. I love it.
We're just jumping this
Nice.
guy.
Damage.
Yeah.
And he's dead. Thus ending our combat as the sniper is going to flee.
Gun twirl back in the holster.
Yes. As you should.
Well,
Perfect.
searching through the Eclipse hacker's data files and inventory, you find a data stick. That's clearly the one you're looking for. you take it back to Captain Jane, and all of your debts are now erased from her ledger.
Yes.
Plus debt.
Excellent.
And that
Excellent.
is where we're gonna end tonight's game of Mechfinder, Universe of Mech and Magic. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. What a crazy combat. I've never had
Great.
people want to re-roll natural 20s ever in my life. We
was
can
a
add
good
this to
alone
the
combat, though.
list of things I didn't think was possible.
Spending hero points to do it.
Spending hero points to undo nat 20s is by far the funniest concept I think I could think of.
You're
Uh,
welcome.
Thank you so much. We're gonna quickly go around the table. We're gonna do outros. Tell us who you are, what you're working on, and then I'm gonna have us rate a special somebody. So let's start with reverse intro, which we introduce people. So Sam, why don't you kick us off with your
I
little
will
outro?
do so. Hey everybody, my name is Sam. Sammy Scribbles everywhere on the internet. I don't do much anymore. But you can find me again next Tuesday playing some Turk of Cthulhu, Call of Cthulhu, something where I'm gonna
Cthulhu.
die. That's all I know.
Cthulhu.
That's where I'm
Cool.
dying. Otherwise,
This is the way.
I review indie TTRPGs. I haven't done one in a while, but I'm trying to get back onto it. Yeah, check out my Twitter, Blue Sky, anywhere. It's Sammy Scribbles. That's it all. This was a lot of fun, James.
Thank you so much.
It went too fast.
Okay, Neop.
Hey, I'm Neop3. You can find me on Instagram and YouTube and here in the Lost Caravan every so often whenever I find a game. I don't think I'm gonna be in any this month. I think this was the last one. But you can find me on the internet. I post art and different kinds of things. Sometimes I upload something on YouTube. And yeah, it was fun playing tonight, bringing Chlor into this group of people. He's a very silent and monotone person. He finds it difficult to understand why people have to fit in at parties. And can I just be myself? It's much more comfortable that way.
Yeah.
Love
Um,
it.
Oh.
and
Frankly, if
yeah,
you just no, sorry, I'm
frankly,
muting.
no, go ahead.
If you had been yourself, actually, you probably would have done worse than the
Worse
nat
on
20 we might
on
have
the
actually.
He
You would have
just, I
hobbled
don't
it.
know. He had inspiration in that moment. That the little
Yeah, yeah.
extrovert in him came out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clouds parted.
Next up is Switch.
I am Switch, and I don't do a whole lot. Actually, I'm coming back to Lost Caravan from a rather long hiatus, and I'm so happy to have come back to this. This was an absolute delight. I am Switchel Sweets on Blue Sky. I do have another game coming up this month on the 30th. I will be in Outgunned. I'm very excited for that as well. Other than that, I am going to decompose back into the loamy earth until my next appearance on Lost Caravan.
Amazing.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
All right, Daniela.
Yeah, I'm Daniela everywhere on the internet. You can find me back here this Sunday for the start of a little mini campaign of Old Gods of Appalachia, where I'll play a little witch who owns a little apothecary. She's very cute. I'm really excited. And then you can find me here every other Monday for Lancer Housegate.
All right. Well, I guess the other one from the same
The other
crew, Jason.
Yeah, I think other than Lancer Hell's Gate, I don't think I have any streams coming up anytime soon. But every other Monday, Danny and I play Bond Mates. I'm her Huckleberry, so that's very thematic. I currently have art in a game from Nuremberg Games that is kickstarting called Hypersleep Terminated. So if you go to Kickstarter and search for that, you can find it. I believe it's already funded, but might as well see if there's some stretch goals involved. Um, I draw pictures on the internet. You can find me most places as some version of Graphical Ronin. I am in every Friday. I'm in a stream on another channel called Ruinous Paths D&D, and it's like a D&D 5.5. There's a lot of homebrew thrown in there. Honestly, I don't know what I'm doing half the time, so it's fun. Check it out.
Should I say the magical
It's
phrase
like a-
now, or do we want to just leave this implied?
Sounds like Pathfinder with
Mechfinder
extra
is the
steps.
superior animal. I'll throw that in there for you.
Oh my
I did
God,
finally get
thank
to play
you.
it, and you finally ran a game for me, and it was your game, and that makes it twice as special.
Thank you.
Aw.
I guess that leaves it with me. My name is James Beck. I wrote this game. You can find me at GeekJames513 on pretty much all social medias. I pretty much rant about Pathfinder. If you can't tell, it's pretty much my whole life. This is an absolute blast to always run Mechfinder on the channel that helped start it. And yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna be back quite yet. Maybe I'm just forgetting a date or two in my head. But make sure you can go to eldritchosirisgames.com to learn all about Mechfinder. We're gonna try to go raid, and if one of the mods could get back to me. Neon Lights roleplay, cause it's friend of the Lost Caravan Turk's birthday. And he's doing a little birthday stream, so we're gonna set a little bit of birthday love. Spam it in chat. Don't stop. With happy birthdays. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. We can't wait to see you back here on the Caravan. Good night and have a great one. Goodbye, everyone.